We're live across Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at the same time. And today, we got our first podcast. Got an awesome guest today. Got an artist out of Australia named Booter. Here you are, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the podcast.
Brother. Appreciate it.
Of course, man. It's been great getting to see your work on X and kind of socialize and see the stuff that you do. It's been really great. And you're posting like pieces every single day. I just realized where like if you don't look at your page for like 2 days, I miss a bunch of new work. I'm like, okay, like you're very active. I love that.
I gotta stop myself. That's the main problem. If I could just create all day, I would. And I'd just post all day. So literally, like sometimes by like 9-10 o'clock in the morning, I've got 3-4 images ready to post, and I've got to sit there and hold them back all day. And I want to post them. I just want to put them out there. So it's kind of like, I think because I came from AI kind of generation and art originally, and with that, it's just prolific, so you can just like make hundreds and hundreds of pieces a day. Well, I could. I found it quite easy to just proliferate with that. So then coming from that and then adjusting to like the collaging and more mixed media and digital art, once I got the workflow down pat, I found I was back to producing like pretty quickly. And it's probably one of my biggest problems at the moment is trying to not produce too much. Trying to make sure each piece is like quality as well.
There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. So you kind of started with like mass production, and now you've kind of learned some stuff. And
yeah, it's just like, so it's just AI, just mid-journey to begin with, bro. It's just mid-journey. I just like pump out gens, get like the codes down pat, and then chuck it through Lightroom and edit it and then upload it. So like, to give you an idea, it got to the point where I could have a concept and then have an image put online within like 10-20 minutes. And then now it's a lot more difficult because I'm like collaging. I'm doing like with Procreate, I do a lot of painting. And then I'm still like using kind of like with the collaging, I'll use some AI. I'll get like, say if I want something that I can't find elsewhere, I'll generate it and then I'll use the cutouts and stuff and place it on top of the paintings, blend it in. So there's a lot more kind of like going on. That's how you see the GIFs too. Obviously with AI, I wouldn't be able to do that as much. It's like layering multiple images, and sometimes I'll start with a base image and then that image you just like slightly vary like into 20 different images, loop it back around into a video, compress it into a GIF, and that's how you kind of get those weird looking crazy glitchy GIFs. So,
okay.
But just before I did some thing in the system community,
they're
like
stimulating to look at,
where you post back and forth. And I was doing one with this dude called Shadow, who I'm really good friends with. And I told him I was going to GIF him at the end of it because you do like 5 images back and forth. And then the last one, I literally sat there and made a GIF in probably like 10 minutes because I just generated a bunch of random AI images and then collated them into a video and GIFed it.
Okay.
So there's like a lot you can do with kind of where it's all heading now.
That's incredible. Yeah, it's crazy what's possible now, you know, with AI and being able to, you know, really take what's in your head and just be like, okay, yeah, I just put it out there. You can just put what's in your head out there so quickly.
Yeah, so quick. The turnaround's like insane, especially if you're just doing pure AI. Like when I first started dabbling out of there and doing a bit more, it took a lot longer. Like I was probably only getting 1 or 2 pieces out a day because it was like learning and stuff. But now I'm at the point where, yeah, I can probably go back to doing like 3-4 images a day, maybe a GIF or 2.
Okay.
Quite prolific.
What's up, Julius? We got Julius in the chat. Let's go. What's up, bro? Yeah, man. So I've seen you talking in some of your posts how you're trying to, you know, kind of transition out into like you're exiting AI a little bit, like you're kind of using AI was more like a stepping stone, and now you're doing like collage work. Is that what I read on your? Oh yeah. Tell me. I don't want to say it for you.
Nah, it's kind of like I look at it now more of a tool. So everything's a tool. So before, like, AI was the base. Now AI is not the base. Probably more so Procreate's become my base now. A lot of my art starts in Procreate and like painting and doing digital artwork. And then I'll use AI to be like an additive. So say I posted one the other day and I painted the background, made it all glitchy so it looked like a wave. And then I got one of my AI images, cut the dude out that looked like he was going through the portal. And then I just kind of planted him on top of the painting, and it kind of looks to me, I was like, cool. Looks like he's kind of like trying to get the hell out of here. I like that. So then they messed around with it and stuff. So it's like AI is now more just like an addition. Like it just helps me get to the end vision if I'm struggling without it. But a couple of pieces lately I haven't even used it because with collaging, like I'll find things around on the internet and the web, and I'll basically screenshot them, take them into Photoshop, do cutouts, and edit them, muck around with them. Like even the one yesterday, which is like the blue one, and the dude's like the one where I was talking about finding someone. That one, there's a cutout of a woman if you look really closely at the image, and she's kind of at the end of the image. But the original picture of the woman looks like it's a proper like model photo, but then I've made it like black and gray and edited it, taking the colors out of it and things along those lines. So it's like there's a lot more going on in my images now and a lot less AI, a lot more hidden imagery, a lot of kind of hidden messages. My favorite thing that's happened so far since I started doing this was I sold that one called Throwaway Piece to Emboso, and it was really cool because that piece I was like just going to chuck it out.
So
I didn't
ironic.
like it.
It's so ironic. The name of it, Throwaway Piece. Okay.
Yeah. Because that's what it was. It was literally like I uploaded it because I had nothing else at the time, and I was working on other stuff in the background. I was like, oh, just put this out quickly. So I put it out as a throwaway piece, and then it like went viral kind of. And I was like, okay, well, we'll put it up for sale. Like, why not? And then chucked it up. And then when Emboso bought it, we were chatting after it, and he was like, yeah, it's a really cool image. And I was like, did you notice what's in the bottom left? And he was like, no. And I told him to look closer, and I was like, I got a photo of it. Obviously a erotica photo of a lady dressed as a nun touching herself. And if you look in the bottom left of it, she's multiplied like 4 times over at the bottom. So it's like there's a lot of hidden that I like to do. So, and I kind of enjoy it because people are buying it, and sometimes they don't even see everything that's kind of gone into it. So that's been really fun too.
It's just kind of like the art piece kind of grows, and the longer that they have it, the more that they look at it. There's more stuff to.
Yeah, that's the idea. Is I wanted art that you could keep going back to, like art that was like digestible more than once, I guess. And that's kind of where the GIFs came into it too, because I like the idea of it just being endless and it just constantly wraps around and the art doesn't end. You can just continually digest it forever. Is kind of like the purpose in my head.
Oh, here, Doppel is watching right now. This is the repost, Doppel. Oh, he's saying my voice is messing up. You know what? I am actually, my phone is plugged in, but I am using the Wi-Fi actually. Here, my face is gonna disappear for a second. It's gonna come right back. Okay. We're back. Thanks, Doppel. That's funny. I actually was connected. Yeah, my phone was on the Wi-Fi. It's weird. If my phone's on the Wi-Fi, it like the microphone bugs out. Well, sweet. That's cool. So, where when'd you first Do you grow up like doing any kind of artwork, or was this
Yeah,
your
I was
first
like,
time just getting into it? You're like, AI is cool, and that's like what first sparked it.
I kind of been involved in many different ways. My last foster parents, because I was like grew up on the streets and stuff, so I went through foster care and things like that. They were authors, and she used to run in like her back garage. She used to run like kind of art classes for adults and stuff like that. So I'd go out there and there was easels and things, and she'd teach me like things. But then, being a teenager, I got into graffiti like real big. Like I was out most nights.
Okay. Oh, that's sick.
That's where the kind of the street
I love
influence
that.
and a lot of that comes from in my art. Like you kind of see a lot of kind of like spray looks and things like that that I really enjoy. So it's like a lot of it's kind of that's why I did the whole Banksy series. I had a series that was basically based off Banksy. It was more just because Banksy to me was like a god, someone that I idolized growing up. So I was never actually going to face reveal on this account. I was kind of going to go for the kind of Banksy vibe was the whole idea of it originally, but obviously things change. So I just kind of adapted to what works. But graffiti was massive for me, and then I kind of lost track of that and like art and stuff. As I got older, I was just too busy with life. I had a pretty crazy life. As you can tell, I still get into the streets sometimes.
Yeah. Wow.
So I have a tendency to still kind of a little bit straight sometimes when I have to be. And then as I got older, I kind of ran into the AI art scene on X, and I was like, "What's this?" And I was like intrigued by it. There's a dude called Babs, who's one of our close friends in my kind of SRF crew group. I seen his stuff, and I was like, one day I was on X to try to get a reply from Elon because I love Tesla and tech and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I was on X originally. And then one day Babs came across my feed, and it was like this weird sci-fi video, like space video, and I was like, how the hell did he make that, and how is it so cool? And I went on his page and started following his stuff for ages, and then realized he was using this thing called Midjourney, and then figured out what Midjourney was. And before I knew it, I was generating stuff, and I had an account before this account, which did rather well as well. And then I got to the point where I was really kind of bored of just genning AI stuff, so I disappeared for a bit, came back, basically thought I could blow this account up really quickly, which is, so like I'm at like nearly 4,000 followers now, but I got to 3,000 followers in like a month because
that's really good.
I kind of knew what to generate. So my first series, if you go back to the starting images, it was all pretty galaxy stuff. Rainbows, real pink, bright magentas, purples, blues, lots of yellows.
Oh, really? Okay.
And those images went insanely viral. Like I had one week where I had 200,000 impressions on like 3 images. I had a 400,000 impression images, like thousands of likes, and I was just flowing in. Like every day was like 200 new followers. It was crazy. So it was like I kind of knew what could go viral, and I just wanted to see if I could do it. And I did it, and I was like, yeah, cool. And then started changing up, gemmed a bit of different stuff that I knew wouldn't be as big. I did like a 90 series, which was based off my childhood. Very kind of rough, gritty stuff. It just did not hit, which I knew it wouldn't, to be honest, because very niche, and a lot of people just don't like to be confronted with kind of like darker images like that are super realistic and kind of deep, I guess. And then from there, changed a couple more times, different
people are looking to escape these days.
Yeah.
Exactly. And not look at what's really happening.
Yeah, that's what. So like one of the captions really I remember from that series was the caption was, "Before the Fentfold, we had the Methadone March." It's like, so it was a very dark series, like a very dark series. So, and then from there, kind of like cybernetics, the real super photorealistic cybernetic series that I did that again did pretty decently. And I just started getting bored again with genning. I was like, I'm over genning. I know I can make different styles. I know I can create whatever I need to create or whatever I want. I need to do something more here. And that's when I started looking into kind of like more of the artists on X that I really looked up to and what they were doing and how they did it. And that's when I started doing the collaging and stuff. And Noble, one of the boys from SRF, he was collaging at the same time. He gave me a few hints on what he was doing. Said, go break it, which is one of my mottos I tell everyone is, if you want to learn something, I can give you kind of a basic, but the best way to learn is just go break it and put it back together. And that's how you're going to figure it out. So I just went and broke Photoshop.
Yeah.
And I remember the first few ones were just terrible. And then a week later, I was uploading like some of the collages you've probably seen. And it was like, if I could show you the first guy, I've got the first collage up there. I literally posted it with someone teach me to collage, and it looks terrible. And then a week later, you look, and I've got like professional looking collages a week later. So it was like, it was just about.
That's how it's done.
And then from there, now it's became like, now I'm digitally painting, I'm collaging, use AI to like gen some stuff to add to the collages. And now I'm looking into getting into like clothing design type stuff is the big goal. I want to make stuff like this and start trying to put my art onto things that people can kind of digest instead of just like visually and purchase it and say they collected it. I'd much prefer someone to be able to wear it, put it on, take a photo with it, like actually enjoy it, like physically have art on them constantly is kind of the idea, the concept in my brain.
Amazing. Cool. That's great. So that's so smart how you kind of sounds like you started with something that necessarily what wasn't really you, but it was what was trendy and what you knew would work so that you could blow your platform up. And then once you had a platform, you were like, okay, now it's time to be authentic. Now it's time now that I've broken the algorithm to so that people can see what I'm doing. Now I can be myself and create what's really in me and what I really want to make for the world.
It was an earning respect,
and it's cool hearing how you kind of. Yeah. Okay.
Because on X, I've noticed like people, they say they don't care about follower count and stuff, but they have a lot of respect for people that can play the algorithm. So I just wanted to show I could do it, and then the second I showed that I could do it, I just kind of bailed out of it and just went to being authentic. And now I've told a few people behind the scenes, Buddha's more me than me. Like real life me has to put on more of a mask than Buddha is. Like when I'm Buddha, I'm just purely me. What you get is fully the raw version of myself. And that's why I like Buddha's become like a cathartic escape for me, which is really sick.
Okay. That's good. Glad you have that.
It's important.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Really cool, man. Here, I see. Right now we got 31 viewers. 32. Someone else just popped in. Oh, what's that? Someone on Facebook.
That's
did
cool.
you have you reposted the stream?
Are
you able to do that?
Yeah, I can do that for you now, bro. Where we are?
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you. There you go, bro.
Badass.
Thank
you. And yeah, I'm excited to save this, and I'll make clips and stuff for us, and I'll send you some things. But yeah, is there anything that you'd wanna share, like off like screen share or anything, any work?
Not really, man. You see, like you said, I produce pretty kind of insanely. So that work that I just posted, there's one before I just released the clothing label before I came on here. The post that I did then, like
you just released the clothing, you just released the label. That's crazy.
Yeah, I made sure I quickly got that finished before I came on here.
Yeah.
But just before that, I posted a piece. What's it called? See, I forget what I even call these things half the time. Well, I did a GIF earlier this morning, which is called "You Buried Me with No Treasure." I think you've seen that one. That I made this morning, and then I posted one just before the clothing label called "To Be of Character." That I made probably took me half an hour before I realized we're getting close to this time, and I was like, I might as well launch the clothing label. So then I quickly finished this image and then went and finished the logo for the clothing label and did that too. So today already I've made a GIF, I've made that image, and I've made the logo and everything for the clothing label and the accounts and all that type of stuff. So anything that you kind of want to see of me is it's normally posted pretty quickly within completion. Like
That's awesome.
A bit intense. If you look at that last
You're
image
really
too,
yeah. You're an engine, man. You're hustling like you're that's incredible.
yeah, the last image, there's a bit of collaging in that one too. Like if you look closely, you'll be able to see at the top there's actually some text and things like that in the to be of character one. That's kind of another one that's kind of got that hidden message to it. And then in that GIF that I posted this morning, you probably noticed there's like necklaces up the top that keep flashing in and out of it. Those necklaces were from like yesterday. I took a photo on my phone when I was out doing research for the clothing.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
so it's
that's
like
cool.
I just started like taking things from the real world and just chucking. Like I'll take a photo on my phone and then I'll just cut it up in Photoshop and chuck it on top of images and stuff. And so it's been real cool like that. Just exploring and seeing what we can do.
That's awesome. Really cool, Booter. Wow.
It's been fun, man.
And so when you're doing the graffiti, so this is the first time that you like decided to start. Like how long ago was that you decided? Like I can make this into a career.
Not that long ago, to be honest. It's probably like I really put myself fully into it since I started the Booter account. This was kind of when I was like, yeah, I can probably do something with this. I can probably create it something. And then once my art started to expand and like started making sales and things like that, I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Like there's a good chance we can actually do decent with this. And people seem to resonate with the message. People seem to resonate with the personality. Like keep going. Keep pushing it. And then I started that SRF crew community and that blew up as well. Like we've only been around for just a bit over a month and we're already at like 800 members on X. We're very close. I think we're at like 740 or something. And I'm probably rebranding that today too, because like SRF is very kind of mid-journey heavy. And what I want that place to become now is just like art, technique sharing for all art, whether it's mid-journey, whether it's AI, whether it's touch designer, whether it's Procreate, like whatever type of art you produce, I just want you to be able to come in there, one, find information on how to do something you want to do, but also share with others how you've kind of nailed it down. That's like, you'll notice like I do a lot of stuff, but I'm real happy to tell people how I do it or like my techniques and stuff. It doesn't bother me because one thing I learned early in that kind of credo of openly sharing is that you can tell someone exactly how you do something. But if you're really putting your soul and yourself into your art, they won't be able to recreate it anyway. So it doesn't matter if people know how you do things. You should just be openly sharing because if anything, people are going to flock to you because you're a source of information and value.
That's well said. No, and that's kind of how you identify like authenticity, right? Is you judge the fruit, right? You judge the fruit, and if you see the fruit is good, when the fruit is good, people follow. People gather when the fruit is good, and and when people start, and it's when someone gets sick from the fruit, word spreads fast, and 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 so it's the speed of trust goes a really long way.
Yeah, I've noticed a big change just in like the AI kind of art community. Obviously, I still have my foot in there. People are just much more open now. Like when I first started this like open sharing journey and stuff, it was like people are still very closed off. There's like things in Midjourney called P codes, and there's like a personalization code, and like you can train these things, and like people used to just hold on to them like fire. Like maybe there was a couple that were released out there. There's some people like Ural and a couple of other good sharers that kind of had some out there, but it wasn't very commonplace. I think I've already released like 4 or 5 P codes in SRF since I started it. Like I literally curate codes now just to put in there for people just to use. And like there's been some people in there who have had some amazing journey. One of our mods, Sam, he kind of started off and he had his own style, but I could tell he just wasn't happy with what he was hitting. And then now he's using a few codes, got his own codes, curated different things, and now his like style and everything is just changing. So it's kind of cool to see that the whole community is seeing an impact, like, and becoming more open and kind of like just helping each other get to the end vision.
Very nice. What's the end vision?
Yeah, well, end vision for everyone's different, isn't it? That's the other thing. So like, another thing I tell people is like, even in the AIR community, like I was talking to someone earlier and they're like pretty much saying like with where they're at, they can only do AI at the moment. They can't add like Photoshop and Procreate and all these other tools. And I said to them, like, don't worry, like, don't look at what I'm doing and think that's what you have to do. Your path, your journey is much different than mine, the same as someone else's is different than both ours. Like, don't compete and compare yourself. That's not the purpose of it. The purpose of it is just to find what your end vision is. And whatever that end vision is, then finding out how you get there and what tools you need, what support you need, what type of people you need around you to assist you to get to that. And then hopefully if I can help a few people do that, then I'll help a few people. And then it's just kind of like a compounding wave effect where it's just going to constantly grow and grow, which, to be honest, the community itself has kind of proven that, because the more I share in there, the faster it grows. So I've taken the last kind of probably 3-4 days off from posting in there and sharing, because I was just really concentrating on nailing down my art and trying to get it out there a bit more for people to see. And I've noticed the community is already like, there's a lot of posting going on in there and stuff organically now where I don't have to put effort in, but the growth of the community slowed a little bit. So I probably need to put a little bit more time back into there. But that's why I want to rebrand it, so it's not just sharing SRFs. I can go in there and I can share the technique of the GIFs. I can share the techniques that I use on Procreate to get, like, I've been showing the boys, I get this, a lot of my backgrounds. If you go on one of my images, you should do it, to be honest. It's actually very fun to do if anyone wants to do. I can show you the image quickly. Where is it?
Okay.
It's this one here. It's called Faceless Grace. That little image there. If you actually go to that image, and you zoom in and out, you'll notice the pixels change. And it's not a GIF, it's just an image. It's not a video. There's nothing special about it. But if you went on there and did that on your own phone and just moved it around like that, you'll notice that the pixels change and stuff in it. It's like really crazy effect. And that's just from textures.
That's wild. That's cool. Okay.
In Procreate. So it'd be cool if I could share that stuff with people and give them the kind of little tips that I've kind of found out along the way.
That's cool. Hey, what's up, Charlotte? We're doing great. Oh, it looks like one of your friends, Nangs. You say it says you're the goat. What up, Nangs? Yeah.
Nangs is the goat.
Oh, yeah. You're doing great, Charlotte. Welcome to Crack Party.
I guess, yeah, it's kind of a similar concept.
What's helped you build Yeah, I was about to ask, like what's helped you build community? What's
just being open, man. Honestly, just
that sounds
open.
Like you really.
That's the biggest key to it. If you can maintain that kind of openness and that honesty and that rawness, like, a lot of people behind the scenes know quite a bit about me. They know who I am. Like, I don't try to fake to be what I'm not. Like, I'm pretty rough and I kind of get around like that. It's like, so I try to put that into my art. I think by being completely raw and like open and honest, you're just going to attract people to you no matter like kind of who you are. I think people sense people who are disingenuous very quickly, and like people aren't going to flock to that. They're just not going to do it. Like, they'd much prefer to flock to someone like me, being me, than flock to someone who's like trying to be all proper and good and that. but that's not who they are.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work. There's a kind of one of my friends on here, JMO, he talks about like the brand of having no brand, because you shouldn't really have a brand. You should just be yourself. Like there's no brand to it. Like the brand is you. The brand is just being you.
I love that. That's what I've kind of decided for myself too here, you know, where I just decided that I was going to come on here and you know, just be myself. You know, it's what's that meme where it's like you know, I showed up to the party, you know, I showed up to the costume party, you know, dressed as myself. Like I didn't realize it was a costume party.
Yeah, exactly.
And I forgot my costume, you know.
Yeah, but people are attracted
Charlotte,
to it. You can
I'll be
tell
honest, if Charlotte, if you're gonna ask me if I want to buy your artwork and graphic design, then you're the like the 10th bot I've gotten that said the exact same thing. So yeah, no soliciting, please. But if it's anything besides soliciting, yeah, please, you can ask a question, I guess. I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to realize that you know, 50-50 on Twitch. It's gonna be a bot that that's like trying to solicit like fake artwork, I think, to like send you a link.
terrible.
Like, oh, like, yeah, look at my portfolio, and then the portfolio is like some random thing. Hey, what about Autisticrat? That's such a good name. The Autisticrat. Let's go, G. Awesome. Welcome. You may be a bot. I may be a bot too.
He's a tattoo artist, so I doubt that. Unless he's got some major skills as a bot. So,
oh shoot. Okay, so here's the magic of things. Welcome to Crack Party.
What's up?
Yeah, we're running the podcast right now, broski. This is a good friend from Idaho. He's a producer and DJ, EDM artist. This is the artist. This is the artist that I've been talking about for like the last week, that I've been showing you this stuff on the podcast.
Nice to meet you, my guy.
how you doing, brother?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Just got some food, made some tea. Just want
That's what you want.
Just gonna see what you guys are talking about.
Bit of everything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So when I think about the streets of Australia, nothing really comes to mind, right? Because like it's disconnected for like 90% of 95% of the world. That that's disconnected. Like it doesn't click. You know, like you don't see anything on the news. You don't I don't know what that. So yeah. I mean, are you cool? Like, do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, 100% I can. It's like an underworld in this country in a sense. Even the black general population of Australia is probably disconnected from the streets. It used to be kind of, to even say you were from the streets in Australia, it was kind of like giggled at back in the day. Like, what streets? We don't have streets like that. We don't have ghettos. We don't have this. But in Australia, it's similar to anywhere else where there's gentrification. There's like, so I grew up in Housing Commission, which is like government funded housing. So like same as kind of projects and blocks that you guys. So it's just the general population doesn't see it either. It's not as big. I grew up in the 90s when the heroin epidemic was like at its peak. So I grew up, my mother was a heroin addict and I lived with her. So I grew up like on the streets with her. I remember falling asleep under stairwells at the back of churches while she was off doing stuff to make money. Like, just very kind of intense upbringing for a little kid. Wow. A lot of situations that I shouldn't have been in and things like that.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I realized like I just slipped into that kind of underworld myself and kind of got involved in stuff that I shouldn't have got involved in. And spent a lot of times kind of dibbling and dabbling, like working at the same time, being in the streets trying to make money, like just running races that I shouldn't have been running. But it gets pretty intense out here. We've got like a pretty brutal underworld. Nowadays, it's probably even worse, to be honest. I'm glad I'm not really a part of it anymore, because these young kids seem much more quick to weapons than we were. The big thing in Australia was always fighting. We all punched on. It's just something that I grew up with as a kid. Like, we just fought. It's like, it was normal. Like, even as I went to like pubs and stuff as an 18-year-old, like, you'd have like 30-year-old men offering you out the front to have a punch on. And it was just like regular culture. It was just regular things for us. Nowadays, it's these kids have knives, everything. Like, it's a much more dangerous place than it used to be in that degree. But yeah, there's definitely kind of like an underworld to this country. There's like a whole different scene that, same as you said, that a lot of people outside of the country don't see, a lot of people inside the country don't see it either. So
I don't see it either.
Kind of
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I'm open, man. You can ask me any questions about it. I've been through it already.
Cool, man. Yeah. Congrats on getting out of that, man. That's wow.
Yeah, it's fun.
Blessings
as you can tell,
man.
sometimes some days it gets bad though. Still, like, it just is what it is.
Yeah. Is that just just habits, just old habits? You go to you just get drugged to the same kind of associations. You go to the same place or something. Or...
A lot of people know me in kind of my area, so it's just beef and stuff from old times. Like, it just is what it is. And if I go back to that area, I'm still expected to stand on business, so I just do what I have to do.
Okay.
Didn't go that well.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. That's what I mean. I've been exposed to it for like since I was a kid. So to me, it's like some people would get into a fight like that and it'd be a traumatic event that they'd be depressed for weeks or might not fully recover from. This happened like 3-4 days ago and I'm sweet. Like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. It's over. Is there gangs, or is it just kind of like smaller cliques? Like, is it organized like that, or is it like is it money oriented?
Depends on the level where you're at. So like at the lower level, it's kind of like suburbs, kind of like how you guys have to a degree. That we call them postcodes. Like, it's kind of laughed upon, but postcodes, people go by like their zip codes. And that's they click up at the lower level. And then when you get to the higher level, there's obviously like syndicates and stuff that run kind of the street level stuff. And then above them, you normally have your kind of more organized crime syndicates, which are around here, either bikie gangs, Asian syndicates, things along those lines. So yeah, there's a full goddamn scene.
Yeah, there is. It has its own.
Yeah. We're one of the biggest importers of cocaine in the world. The Australians love their cocaine.
Really? Wow. I've heard that it's twice the price there than anywhere else. Is that true?
Yeah, like a gram down here is roughly street value is $3 to $3.50.
Converted to USD?
Probably like 200, 220.
Wow.
Quite expensive because you got
in America, a ball is like 180. Like in America, a ball is like 180. A ball.
Yeah.
Like that's.
You're looking at like
800. Was just expensive.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's actually like a lot of well-off people do it here because it's quite expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like you have to be really well off over there. But one of the biggest importers. Wow. So Is it people that get well off in Australia and stay in Australia, or is it people that get well off in other places of the world and Australia is like
No,
a good
a lot
place
of people here do quite
for
well
them to
for
come
themselves.
in and be?
Yeah, a lot of people here do quite well for themselves in normal good people life and in that type of street life too. There's a lot of people making a lot of money. So
In both.
just a very kind of Australia's a weird place, man. A very odd place.
Yeah. Do you have the big the giant spiders and stuff like that show up in your house where you live?
Every now
Like
and then.
is it like that?
It's not as common as people like to make it out to be, and I think a lot of us Australians play on it. For you guys.
Is everything always trying to kill you?
Okay.
Bro, I've never been bitten by a spider.
Have you ever ran into a kangaroo?
Someone asked me this yesterday. My family's property down the coast, like further down the coast in Australia, we have a property down there. And actually what happened is our property kind of got landlocked by a bunch of residential kind of like buildings and kind of developments. And now the kangaroos at the back of our property are landlocked in. So we actually have our own pack of kangaroos. So I'm one of the few Australians that can tell you I own my own kangaroos. It was very uncommon. Very uncommon. You walk down Australia for like years and never see one. Like some Australians probably see them once or twice in their life.
Can they
but
be
I used
aggressive?
To see them constantly.
Do they get aggressive? Yeah.
Yeah. They'll claw your stomach out. That's what people don't realize about it. So what they do is they'll grab you with their front paws. If you get too close and you cause a beef, they'll grab you like a Muay Thai fighter. They'll put you in like a Muay Thai plum, and then they'll kick up with their back legs, and their back legs are like have claws, and they'll literally try. The way they attack each other when they're fighting is they try to scratch each other's like internal organs out. So if you really piss a kangaroo off, yeah, it'll scratch your internal organs out, or at least give it a red hot go.
Holy shit!
Grabs you, and then it front kicks and claws.
Yeah. If on you Google videos of that, you can have videos of a kangaroo. It's like a spider kick from hell.
Oof. Can it actually break ribs?
Yeah, it's like intense. But there's like a bunch like there's funnel webs, spiders, they can kill you. There's a bunch of different snakes. Like back in the day when I spent a bit of time out west, I used to stuff with them. I was in the military for a very, I don't like talking about it because I wasn't there long enough to claim that I was in the military. I went to basic training, spent 6 months there when you're only supposed to spend 3 months, spent more time being disciplined for being a misbehaving little asshole. I was younger. I was in the hospital there, and there's brown snakes, and brown snakes are like murderous. They bite you, you're dead. One of them came out as we were kind of all in this outdoor area, and everyone starts legging it, like running for the door. So I got to the door first, and I went to the other side of the door, and I sat there and held it closed so the boys couldn't get in while they all screamed and cried because a brown snake was coming at them. This is why I didn't last in the army, by the way.
That's why he did it.
I basically ran a gang in the army. So we went to like this kind of like rehab platoon for injuries. And then in the army, I was having punch-ons in the lines. We used to run a bunch of pranks and stuff. Like, there's always pranks going on in the army. So like one of your favorite times of the day in recruit training is you have like a shower at the end of the day after doing all the shit they tell you to do. What I used to do is I'd get a bucket of water and I'd put it in the corporal's fridge. And then I'd wait for the boys to go get in the warm shower. And it was like the tops of the showers obviously open as like a dorm kind of setup. And I'd go get the cold bucket, which I'd filled with ice, whatever I could, put it in the fridge. And I'd walk over while they're having their hot showers and just dunk it on them. You just hear them yelling. So I spent a lot of time causing a lot of trouble.
You're a scheming motherfucker, aren't you?
Well, I did. So one day we were walking back from the mess, which is where we ate, and then we're walking past the garden, and I noticed like a fresh bag of fertilizer. And bro, I waited for everyone to walk in. I dipped back out, grabbed this fertilizer, and went up to one of the dude's beds I didn't like. I pulled his bottom sheet up, and I filled his whole bed with fertilizer. Made his bed up again so it looked perfect. And then when he got in there at night, he was like, "What does it smell like shit in here?" Not my problem. So yeah,
Wow.
I used to have a bit of trouble back in the day when I was there.
You got stories,
I don't know how
man.
they-
You know.
They should not have let me in. I don't know how I got in, but I did. So it's a pretty intriguing country, to be honest. I've had a lot of fun here.
What's the music
That's
scene
good.
like out there?
Music scene used to be a lot better. It's one of the things that people complain a lot about, actually, is music, because it's just like never got the push it probably deserved. There just wasn't as much like in the government's eyes. Like around here, for stuff to get done, the government has to care about it, basically. So even like funding for live music scenes and things like that just was never like a priority, especially in like kind of the smaller areas where I'm from. The major cities, much better, like Sydney, Melbourne's got a good scene, like things like that. But your smaller kind of towns, nowhere near, because they need like local support from government or councils and things like that. Or there's just no money.
Really?
Damn.
Even for just like performing at a pub, at a bar, like things like
Get a lot
that.
of cover bands, a lot of average stuff, but like nothing massive.
Yeah.
It's like
I know about DEF CON. That's a show I want to go to in Australia one day.
Yeah.
DEF
Yeah,
CON.
the festival scene's huge here, the festival scene. But
the festival scene's huge.
part of me thinks that's nearly big because it's very closely related to the drug scene. A lot of people that go to festivals are just off their heads.
Exactly. That's why DEF CON almost got shut down, because they had like 3 people die of drugs and one in 2017 or something.
Big overdose problem here. People constantly overdose because pills are cut terribly and stuff like that. So
Yeah. I was actually at a festival out in Kansas about a month or two ago, and called Dance Festopia. I actually played a set at one of the stages, and I think it was both late Friday and Saturday, where there were like moments where like people actually were like collapsed because of either dehydration or they're on something or whatever. And at main stage, this actually happened, and like Subtronics was playing, and like for a moment he actually stopped the music and was like, "Hey, is that guy okay? Like, hey, yo, we need to get some help over here, you know?" Like just straight up stopped the whole festival just to make sure that the dude that collapsed was all right.
Yeah, so that's good human, but that's the kind of problem that we have out here a lot too. And a lot of it, like the dehydration, is probably because they're on drugs too. So it's kind of
definitely dehydration.
It's just a double kind of smash sword. Your body's shutting down on you while your brain's going elsewhere. Not a good combo. So the music scene is not too bad and stuff. The art scene seems to be, the more that I'm kind of getting involved in it, the more I'm realizing there was kind of an art scene that I just wasn't. I was too busy in the streets to kind of realize what everyone else was up to. I was too busy causing trouble. But now that I'm more focusing on art and stuff, I'm definitely finding more of a scene and more respect in that type of stuff.
B is a champ.
So one of your homegirls, D, says you're a chaos architect. Hell yeah. That's cool.
She calls me the chaos architect.
What's up, D?
It's probably a very suitable nickname.
So if this hasn't been asked yet, what would you say would be like your biggest inspiration for really getting into art?
So my favorite artist looks nothing like what I create. And I told D this the other day, actually, which is intriguing because no one's really ever asked me. My favorite artist of all time is Jackson Pollock. I love Jackson Pollock. I don't know if you know Jackson Pollock's work. You kind of know it as splatter art, probably.
I know the last name.
A lot of his art's like worth like
art.
over $10 million. Like, one of my dreams in life is
like
to
the
own a
massive canvas, like the massive canvases with splatter art.
Jackson
those
Pollock
ones.
to me is the god of art. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
I've seen
Jackson
his work,
Pollock, I really like his art. Banksy, like I said, Banksy's a big influence to me. I like the messages. That's why there's a lot of hidden messages in my art and stuff. Is that's Banksy inspired.
Nice, hell
the
yeah.
chaos and stuff in my images is probably Jackson Pollock inspired. That's why there's so much mess and noise and stuff in my images, because I just love Pollock's craziness. To me, it's like a depiction of your mind.
What up,
And then
Gnostic Alien?
Messages and stuff. You guys would love Gnostic's work. You should check out his stuff. He has some trippy stuff, like mad
Gnostic
trippy.
Alien?
Very cool work.
Okay. Let's go.
It's pretty much like anyone, if you went into X and went on my community,
I'll give it
the
a
SRF
follow.
crew, and went into my mods, anyone that's a mod in my community is normally a pretty goddamn good creator.
Background picture, a mountain range with like a bunch of like shit in the background, and like everything's all like rainbow colored and shit. Dang, that's pretty fucking cool.
Type of stuff, if you took a tab and looked at it, you're probably not coming home.
That's a sick background. Yeah, I like that.
You're probably not coming home. You're probably going to wherever Gnostic is, and you're never returning. But it might be worth it. I don't know. That's for you guys to find out. I'm a good boy nowadays.
Gnostic Alien sends hearts. Dude, sick work, man. I'm just scrolling over here.
I think if Gnostic keeps on the track that he's on at the moment, he'll probably be one of the biggest artists on X. He's doing quite well.
Hell yeah.
That, like, some of his pieces are just beautiful. If you look at Nengs as well, who commented before, you'd love Neng's work too. Nengs, a lot of Nengs' work, obviously the name Nengs comes from a Tame Impala song, so an Australian band. That's kind of how Nengs and I, to begin with, started talking. But a lot of
I didn't know
Nengs'
they were
work
Australian. Okay, I know that band.
Yeah. So Nengs is from America with you guys, but he loves Tame Impala.
Oh yeah, much love Gnostic Alien.
Is kind of music inspired.
Oh.
So Nengs is someone that you guys will probably enjoy too a lot. He has some great work.
Let me see. Let me look at names. There they are.
Not that Nengs needs more followers, as you can tell, he's doing quite well for himself. But
he's doing quite well for himself.
But he's beautiful. He's a beautiful human and beautiful work.
Wow.
It'll just take you on a journey. A wild journey.
Yeah, pretty much. Like crocodiles, like meeting up at like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have to double take at a lot of his pictures. Like, wait, what? Like, what? What am I looking at here? So that's what I love about it. Just beautiful. You can continue to scroll through that page, and there probably won't be an image you don't like. They're all pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, in my community, in the SRF crew community, there's so many artists who are just like, especially if you go to the moderators, obviously, whoever's a moderator in there is normally pretty goddamn good.
Oh yeah, and happy birthday, by the way, Andrew.
Yeah, happy birthday, big man.
Thank you, Roski.
How old are you,
guys? 29.
Whew. You're 29? Really?
Yeah.
Lots of time.
Well, how old do you think I was?
I thought you were at least like a year or two younger. But
really? Hey. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Yo, is this Brandon? This is Brandon. What's up, Brandon? This is I met this guy at my first festival.
Oh.
Dude was on some tripping out, man. That was a trippy festival, man. That was crazy. Yeah, what's up? Thank you, bro. Thank you for the birthday wishes, man.
I just sent you a DM with a label that I plan to start to. So this is what I was
sick. Am I good to share this on the screen?
Yeah. Go for it. It's just the post, bro.
Let's see. Oh, let's go. Okay. It's sick militant. Red. It's okay. Okay. Inspired by Metallica. I see you. Okay.
Ah, yes,
Sick.
you got the font. Do you know what the font's called? It has a name.
Okay, yeah. There we go. Oh no way! Oh man, dude, as a graphic designer and stuff, like I should know, but I'm like,
it's the puppets.
Yeah, no, it's not there. I'm not gonna figure it out.
The Pastor of Muppets. That's it. That's the name of the Metallica font. It's Pastor of Muppets.
Wow. Oh, because their song "Master of Puppets." Okay, that's funny.
Exactly.
That's
why I said
okay,
Master of Puppets to begin with. I was like, wait a second, no, it's flipped.
Pastor of Muppets.
That's going to be the big goal, is to kind of like put more of that kind of collaging street look type of art I do onto clothing, and find a way to kind of get the art into people's hands in a more way that they can actually find the least use of it and enjoy it. Like, I enjoy selling digital art, and I like having collectors and stuff like that. It's really cool, but it's not for everyone, and I understand that. Like, the masses aren't going to sit there and get a crypto wallet to buy a piece of art that sits in a crypto wallet forever. I understand that. I think if I can create some really cool designs and kind of push it that way, it's much more likely to kind of be appealing to people as well.
I need to grab more tea over your back.
Faces. That's really cool. What a good community, man. It's really great what you've brought together here.
Really cool.
In such a short amount of time. Like,
it's been crazy. It's been crazy, right? To be honest.
Yeah.
It's been, I guess I probably get more joy out of watching everyone else enjoy it, to be honest, and watching other people grow as well. It's been cool to see some people in there's art just like go to the next level and stuff. Like those guys I just showed you, they were already smoking it. They kind of knew what was up. There's some people that just needed a hand and a push in the right direction, and they're already doing way better since it. So it's really cool to see. Really cool to see.
It's awesome. What was I gonna say? Oh, Brad, your phone's still loud. Turn it down a little bit. I heard my echo there. There we go. Oh, I lost it. Wow. Good job, Brian. Congratulations, Brian.
Well, my brain's been concussed lately, so I'm not doing much better.
Yeah. Is that's how hard that happened, man? Were you just like, did you just have to like get something in the wrong neighborhood?
I was just in the wrong neighborhood, and then these two blokes rocked up and wanted it, and I didn't really have a choice but to kind of stand my ground. So we had a little bit of a blue for a while, and but went our separate ways after it. Like, I was sweet. Didn't get knocked out cold or anything like that. I stood my ground. But just
nice, man.
See how it is.
Okay.
Just intense idea.
Yeah.
I just went back and started making art.
There you go. You're like, man, that inspires me. Go make some crazy shit after that.
The crazy thing is,
but you ain't gonna take me down.
Yeah, no, I've been doing it for a while. I've competed in jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. I've trained a lot of kind of martial arts and stuff in my life. Even when I was doing jiu-jitsu, some of my coaches took me under and did stand up and stuff with me. I've dabbled in Muay Thai and things like that. So I'm confident enough to handle myself. It was sweet. There's no problem like that. I just don't like talking arrogantly, but they didn't win, and there was two of them. I did all right. I'm good.
Yeah. You look good, man. Exactly.
But it'd be nice to come to America or somewhere and have a change of scenery, to be honest. I think that's probably one of the end goals, is to try to do something with this and make a change. Get the hell out of here probably for a bit.
Think you want to move here?
Yeah, there or
anywhere.
like anywhere, to be honest. I just want to travel. I haven't done much traveling because of the lifestyle and the way I grew up and stuff. It's just not common for kids like me to do that. So
right,
it'd be cool to travel more and stuff and see what the world's really about and get a bit more culture in me, I guess.
Yeah, travel is important. Kind of lets you see the variety of the world has to offer.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I mean. I haven't seen much. Like, to me, it's like I just know the worst of what Australia has to offer. I don't even know the best. So I'd much prefer to go somewhere else and just see what else is up and what's going on out everywhere else and see how people live. And obviously, I kind of like watch with the Asperger's and stuff. I'm very aware of like patterns and just very aware is how I'd call it just in general. So I kind of can see the way different cultures are and how they operate, and a lot of them seem more enticing than how we have it out here. People look at Australia like it's amazing because it's beautiful, and it is. It's a cool country, and we're very lucky. Like, we're very blessed, like healthcare wise, all that type of stuff. We're just given, like, right now, if I wanted to go get this checked out of the doctor, I just walk in. I don't have to pay. I don't have to do anything. Like, it's all covered. I can go sit in the hospital for a month and say that my head hurts, and I don't have to pay. So, like, we're very blessed. We are a very blessed country in that sense, but we're also, like, to put a finger on what Australian culture is kind of difficult. Like, most people kind of put it around like sports, drinking at the pub, things like that. Like, well, to be honest, I drank a lot at pubs. I played sports my whole life, and like, I've seen beaches. So like, what else do you have to offer?
Yeah, so it kind of lines up.
I wouldn't mind more. So I think that's where it comes
Right.
to. Yeah, traveling, like you said, Sparky, would be the best way to kind of understand what is different and experience it.
Yeah, there might be a lot of evil out in the world, but there's also just as much as beauty to kind of balance.
Evil's a funny subject. I always tell everyone that everybody's evil. You're evil, Sparky. You're evil, Andrew. I'm evil. We're all 50-50. It's just where we decide to sit. You know what I mean? I could wake up tomorrow and decide to just
Which wolf do you feed?
Or I can just sit in the good side of me. And it's like we're all yin yang. We all have. I think that's why people like. I love this discussion. The reason people hate people like Hitler and stuff so much is because they see that person within themselves deep down. They realize that with a couple of wrong turns and a couple of wrong decisions and maybe a couple of terrible experiences, you could be the worst person in the world. It's just about where you sit within yourself and how you handle those experiences and exposure and things like that.
It's almost like are you going to wake up and choose violence, or are you going to wake up and choose peace?
It's funny you say that because I literally sent the boys, our SRF crew has to chat, and I sent them a message today because I was rather trolly this morning in the chat, and I was like, I think I woke up and chose violence today, boys. I was just like, it's exactly that.
Violence. I woke up and chose violence.
You're probably sitting a little bit on that side of the fence, and you got to drag yourself back over it.
Is that all right? Whose head am I knocking in this morning?
My own, apparently.
My own.
But yeah, so I don't know. You'll notice that too. I enjoy discussions about things like anything. Like, I think that's kind of why I like art too. It's because a lot of my art isn't just like about being aesthetically pleasing. It's I like to kind of have deeper topics and make people think. And even my dream series, which kind of caught your attention, Andrew, that whole series was like, I wanted to like fully evoke feelings of people like feeling like they were literally looking into their own dreams. And every time someone would comment saying, oh, I feel this is how my dreams feel, I was like, spot on, cool. Like, that's kind of what I could have right now. That's what I wanted. Like, that was what I was aiming for. You'll see, like, every now and then, if you look at my replies to people, I'll write to people, but yeah, you feel it because they've commented something that's like, okay, I can see that you were getting what I was trying to get across. So I use my art as like a way to kind of discuss topics in a public front as well.
And I thought that the beautiful side of art is not just conveying messages, but especially like touching like really sensitive topics without even having to say anything. You just give a depiction and just allow everyone else to basically voice their interpretation.
Yeah, 100%. And then I think that's kind of the beautiful part of it is everyone's interpretation is probably going to be slightly different. Like, there's probably things that I look at in other people's images and it might evoke a feeling or a thought or something within myself, but they may not have initially even intended that. They may have intended like the direction, but maybe the depth might even be different. I think like lately a lot of my art's been like very kind of like love, romantic kind of based, like thoughts of things like that. Before it was like a lot about kind of violence and things like that. It would be whatever's kind of going through my head at that time. Like, I'll be sitting there thinking forward or a feeling, and I'll be like, yeah, someone needs to see this. That'll kind of be why I'll make pieces. Or sometimes I'll just be making pieces and I'll look at things and go, hey, wait a second, you remind me of this. Or you remind me of that. And I'm like, cool. Like, most of the times I kind of get to the end of an image. My favorite thing about images online is captioning. Like, I spend probably more time actually thinking of the captions than I do making the art. Because I feel like I've said it to a few people that I feel like the titles and the captions are nearly just as important as the visuals. It needs to tie in, but you also don't want to give away too much. It's like you want to point them in a direction. This is where I want you thinking.
Yeah, I kind of have a similar approach when it comes to making music in the studio, because I know that back in 2018 when I first started like making beats and making tracks, I still hold this view to this very day. Is I see the studio as my sanctuary. Like, it helps me put up my emotions to song, even if I don't even say any lyrics or any vocals, nothing. Just letting the music just kind of tell what is going on inside of me, especially like how, since I make like some rather dark, like cyberpunky type stuff, like it's almost like it's like showing like how one can sit with your inner darkness and you can choose to either feed it or to kind of transmute it in a sense. And it's helped me a lot over the years.
Yeah, that's what I said to Andrew before, that my art's cathartic. Like, it's a release. Obviously, you find the same thing in your music. It's a way to put a part of your soul out there. And I think that's another thing I said before, is that to me, like, good art isn't technically always visually appealing. Like, there's some Pollock pieces that people will find dead ugly, but I don't know, there's something that I see. And it's like, that's why I like, a few times I've written little posts saying that I make visual noise. Like, I ain't trying to make something pretty for you. Like, that's not the purpose of my art, really. Like, you might find little parts of it pretty and stuff, but it's visual noise. I'm sending you a message. Like, I'm putting a part of my soul out there. I'm putting a part of me out there, and that's the same as you're doing in music, man. I think it's important. I think more people should look at it that way. Like, no matter what your medium is, how you kind of express that, like, art in all forms should just be purely soul-directed. I think if you're just trying to make things for the sake of it sounding good, looking good, feeling good, then really, in my eyes, get the fuck out. I don't want to borrow. Like, I really don't. I don't want to look at pretty shit. The world ain't pretty. I can promise this. Like, you make it as pretty as you want. What's the old saying? You can roll the dog shit and glitter, but it's still dog shit. So to me, it's like, if there's no soul, there's no message behind it. Shit. I don't want
only so many ways to polish up a turd.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, there's no point. To me, it's like, that's why I make those statuses about visual noise, because some of my images are just like, rough as guts. Like the one that kind of started this new series that I'm on now, where I'm just kind of exploring kind of different mediums and stuff. The first image of this series that did quite well, but goddamn ugly. Like, I looked at it and I was like, I don't like it, but I like the message behind it. Like, yeah. So I posted it and it did well, and I was like, okay, you're either getting me or you just kind of gotten to the point where you just liked it and what I put up because it's there. But whatever. Enjoy the message. Have fun.
Oh, what was it? I remember coming across this this one artist on TikTok, and she basically has like a form of synesthesia where when she listens to a specific song by a specific artist, she paints out like what she sees through the song itself. And I've seen a few videos of it. Like she did one with Sleep Token, and I think she's done one with even Sleep Theory. And I remember seeing like her whole process, and I was like, "Damn, that is fucking nuts."
I can't remember the name of that condition, but there's an actual condition of people that can like see noise. A lot of those people end up being. Like,
it ties into. Do you watch the TV show Heroes?
I think I did years ago.
Remember Heroes? Yeah, Heroes. There was a girl in like season 3 or 4 that she played the violin and she could like do crazy stuff, right? And it's called synesthesia. It's when your senses get mixed together.
Yeah.
And I've experienced it before, actually. So I was on. This was my first. No, this is my second LSD trip over a decade ago. No, actually, 9 years ago. About 9 years ago, and. Yeah, I remember I was at the people's house. They're cooking. They're making bacon. Everyone was moving. I could like predict everyone's movements, where I could notice how everyone's movements was matching like the Fibonacci sequence. Everything was like within perfect rotation to the golden ratio to the Fibonacci sequence, and I'm like, oh wow, like you can actually predict what everyone's gonna do because every next movement is going to be like relative, like within frame to the golden ratio. Like, you know, it's mind-blowing. But then it was weird. For a second, I was just sitting in a chair, like sunken in on like big chair. People are, you know, there's like 3 people. They're making bacon in the you know, opening up the oven and stuff, and the room went silent. It was like I was underwater, and all of their voices were like super muffled, and then colors started gushing out of their mouths in like weird shapes and swirls, and my brain saw those swirling, swishing colors and could just translate it and understood everything that they were saying. Like those colors added up and translated to what they were saying. I could hear them, but through the colors and the shapes coming out of their mouths. And then that lasted maybe like 20 seconds. And then it was like this big like dopamine release in my brain. It was like, oh wow, I'm back in reality. I can breathe again. I was like, what was that? I'm like, what's up, guys? Like, actually, how it ended is one of them came up to me and handed me a piece of bacon, and I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I could like tell what they were saying because of the colors and stuff that were just pooling out of their mouth. And I tried to eat the bacon, and then my fingers were also the bacon, and so I like pulled the bacon back out of my mouth because I was afraid that I was eating my fingers. And I was like, and then I snapped out of it, and then I was like, good. I was like, oh wow, I can hear you guys again. That was crazy. The whole room went mute, and I could like hear you guys through your colors like coming at it. Like it's just So like that. Yeah, I feel like for like 20 seconds, I experienced the weird synesthesia thing that you were describing of like people.
It's kind of intriguing,
and like It's
because one of the
weird.
next
Yeah.
things I want to do is play with touch design. And in Touch Designer, you can actually get your kind of art to interact with the music, so it'll be reactive to it. So it's like beats change and trebles and things like that. It'll so say like a good one is Macbeth. If you go look at Macbeth's latest series, he just released one that's really cool. So like the beat will change and like pixels and things will move and change with the beat. So that's something that I want to explore is like kind of mixing sound with art, having kind of more of an interactive experience. Be similar to what those people are probably saying. I think that's kind of the next step. Me and Macbeth had a chat. I held a space the other day, the first one for the community, and we were blessed as I didn't organise it. I was just testing to see how it went, and then all of a sudden Macbeth rocked up, and we were like sick. Like, ask you some questions. He kind of went through the whole his kind of new series and why he did it and how he kind of got to that point, and talking about Touch Designer and stuff. And it was like it's just cool to see his perception of where art's going is kind of the same as mine. Where, like, I was talking about his new series, I was like, imagine having it in the sphere. Like, imagine having in the Vegas sphere where you could sit there and actually like experience art with music and reactive art all around you. So you're actually like you're in the art, you're a part of the art. I was like, that's where I see art going, not just like having it on a wall and it being reactive that way. I mean, like, I think the best form that we could have art in is like a purely 100% immersive experience. The other thought I explained to him was like, you know how when you go to like museums, like history museums, and you walk into one of those dark rooms and they want you to sit down and they have like the TV going and all the surround sound and the vibrations and they try to take you back through the experience. That's how I kind of imagine, that's how I think most art should be displayed to a degree. It feels like it should be a fully immersive. You walk into the room and it's all around you. There's sound, there's like movement, vibration. All your senses should be
kind of like what
played.
A play is, right? That's what a play is, in a sense.
But
Right?
even more intense.
Have you do you know the band Flaming Lips?
Yeah.
And you know how they have so there's an art group here. There's like this historical Seattle building across the street from me, and I'm friends with a lot of the artists that rent out different rooms there. And once a year, they put out a CD player in every corner of the room, of one of the rooms, and they play through the Flaming Lips. The I forget the name of the album, but you know what I'm talking about. The album that's designed to, where it has 4 different CDs, and you're supposed to have 4 people hit play at the same time. It's this deeply immersive experience where you're just walking around the room from corner to corner, and you're like, whoa, like I hear different things out of each ear depending on where I stand in the room, and this is cool. And yeah, it takes me back to, you know, I've always described music as music is art that decorates the 4th dimension. Music decorates time, and physical art decorates space. And I love what you're saying because it's like completely in alignment with like what I want to it's some things that I want to build and create, where it is like creating these immersive art experiences that hit all the senses and that combine this, where it's like, how can we go beyond just music or just looking at something? How can we really go a step further? You know, can we legally have something that touches people? You know, can we have rain in the room? You know, can there be snowfall in the room? You know, could there be, you know,
AI can actually play a part
that
too.
crunches on the ground?
So with
When
prompting,
people have their footsteps.
I don't know why people couldn't walk into a room and it'd already be kind of set up to the point where you're walking into that immersive room we've talked about, and that person can just speak. And then why can't the AI just prompt the visual experience that they want, the sound experience that they've said? Like, so you could literally have individualized personal experiences 24/7. I think that'd be like a really cool way to do it too, if you could find a way to link all that up together. So then you could have artists like myself and Macbeth and whoever like doing their shows. Then why not like just 24/7? There should just be kind of like art spaces where people can just go in, talk, the AI listens, and it just exposes them to that experience straight away. I think that'd be like a cool thing to look into. I think there's ways to kind of explore using AI in this kind of art space where it can be tailored to each individual, which would make it even more intriguing. Like, so a lot of people, even with art now, struggle to get into it, maybe because they think they can't do it. But I think one thing that AI is going to do is really break that wall down. And like I said to you with me, like getting back into art from like graffiti and stuff, and then coming back in and being on X for like the tech stuff, and then find Babs posting crazy sci-fi space things, and then going, how the hell's he doing that? And finding Mid-Journey, and then from Mid-Journey working my way to where I am now. It's like I think if you started offering experiences like that to just like every human, then there's an opportunity that more people actually kind of get involved in art and kind of want to experience it more. So I think there's definitely ways with where technology's going that you'd be able to kind of like have personal, individualized, tailored art experiences that are fully immersive. And then if you could do that, one thing you'll learn, a few of the boys say to me, that I need to get better at execution because I'm full of great ideas. Someone else will probably make this like 5 years down the track, and we'll be sitting here going, remember when you said that, Bill? Yeah. Great idea.
Uh-huh. You just got to put it to work.
Yeah. There's definitely ways to make art more accessible and more individualized now than there ever was before, which I think could be kind of intriguing in its own right.
Yeah, I gotta run to the restroom real quick. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I think like a really cool implementation of AI
on music, Sparky.
What's that?
How do you find the implications of like AI on music and stuff? Because being a musician, I can tell that like there's obviously going to be a party that goes, I don't want to listen to it because it's not like.
So, I guess it would depend on what aspect of AI being used for. For full production, I'm not entirely for. Though I have come across like different types of AI generated tracks that are either just straight up like straight comedic value, like it's just for shits and giggles. It's like, okay, I mean, I can obviously that no one's gonna make something like this, so that's one thing. And then there's another aspect of it where there's like I've been coming across a lot of these like soul or bluegrass covers or like country covers of like songs that have been made, like a 50
Have you heard the one that Joe Rogan's obsessed with?
Soul. And the one thing that I can see from that is like, say that there's like a soul group or a bluegrass group out there and they want to do some covers. They come across this AI cover and they're like, ooh, we got something. So I can see that being kind of like a helpful tool in that regard. But when it comes to people that are using AI to make full production tracks in a serious way and then trying to make money off of that, I don't fully think that should be the way it should be used, because a producer that I follow, Kato on the track, he's actually touched on this a little bit as well, is AI tracks are starting to suck out the royalties from the royalty pool from actual artists because of this AI stuff. So then when I have that kind of hit me, I go, oh, that's a completely different thing that I didn't even think of.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I would like to use AI for is like kind of like make like a melody and then like sample it and then put it into a track and then kind of work on it from there. And so like limited use of AI for music production, like chord progressions, sampling, and like some form of inspiration, that's one thing. But I don't think that full production should be like really dug into if you're a serious artist, unless you want to like kind of do something post-production that you just want to fuck around with it, make a remix of it or something of the sorts. So
I think there's an artist who has a really good kind of like concept and point around AI, AI magic, whatever. And he's kind of comment. His name's A.L. Krager. I don't know if you've seen his art. He's like a GIF artist. He does a lot of kind of black and white pixelated stuff, like beautiful artwork. He's always,
What's his name?
to give you an idea, his art's not AI generated. Like, he uses AI as a tool in some forms of it, but not like, I doubt it makes up more than 5 or 10% of his work, if that. So it's like a very minimalist part of his workflow. His thing that he said to me when we were discussing, and I really liked his point, was it doesn't matter what the AI generates, it matters what you do with it after. So I think as long as you're making something, and then if you're using AI to generate it, cool, whatever. But then take it and do something with it, like change it, like manipulate it, use it as just like an additive to what you were doing, or to teach you to do more. So like with AI art generation, I'm trying to encourage people now to do more, like grab it out of the generator, edit it, play with the color tones, do this, do that, like collage it, use it in collages, turn it into GIFs. Like, there's different ways where you can get this AI tool and then have more additive tools. So then the end product looks nothing like what the AI generated. So whether it's music, art, whatever it is, you get to the end and what
you're just using it as another medium.
You wouldn't even be able to compare it to what's at the end. Like, it's two different products in a sense. So it should only be looked at as like a tool.
So like there was this one thing that I saw, like I think it was either last year or 2 years ago, where like it's you know, like how you take like one image and then like all of a sudden there's like an effect on it where like it's almost like you're walking forward and it's still that same image, but like a whole bunch of shit changes as you move forward, as if like all the frames are just kind of passing through little by little by little. So like having like that kind of approach with like stemming from an original image, that would actually be pretty cool. And it would also make for really kick-ass visualizers as well for like sets and and
you'd like Krager's work, Sparky. I recommend following Krager on X because he does a lot of music videos and stuff, and like works with a lot of bands. I think he has his own band actually.
How do you spell his name?
He's just finished working on a music video actually using, and if you look at his GIFs and stuff, his GIFs are kind of like what you just explained. Like, it'll be like a single frame to a degree, but then everything's kind of like it's immersive, like pixels are traveling around and things like that. So
yeah,
I think you'll like his artwork a lot. And he's the one who kind of gave me that too, so he's really cool. It's just it's just A.L. Krager, Crego. He's, in my eyes, one of the best artists on X by far, if not the best.
So just his is great.
You should see a lot of black and white stuff should pop up straight away.
Wait, it's two other letters. Wait, what is it? A.I. Krager, or what is it? L what?
A.L. Krager.
A.L. Cool.
I'll share it with you if you can't find it.
Oh, there we go.
Krago.
Yeah, you'll see it here.
Krago, sweet. With this ear with like an eye inside of it.
Yeah,
kind of looks like it's like the iris. It's just the iris. That's cool.
Some pretty cool stuff on here too.
Yeah, if you go through his
Hypnotic
stuff,
machines. Oh, like some sacred geometry type stuff. Oh, dude, I love this. That's sick. Oh, what? That's hella trippy. Whoa, that might be really loud. Let me see. Volume master.
You have a lot of really cool stuff.
Screen audio. There we go.
Yeah, so if you look at his stuff, he's got some genuinely amazing work.
Oh yeah.
And if you go further down, Andrew, you'll see some stuff that just like will blow your mind, like utterly blow your mind. To me, he's probably the most creative artist on X. Just intrigues me. While you're doing this though, if you want to look at another one, go look at Macbeth's latest work with Touch Designer that I was talking about before. So you just write Macbeth.
Macbeth?
Yep, there you go, Macbeth AI. If you click on his account, see Surreal Sky, go a bit further down. Here you go, one more post. See that one right there? That's using Touch Designer.
Oh.
Touch
And if you keep
Designer.
going, if you go down a bit more for me.
What's Touch Designer?
It's a program. It's the one I was talking about where you can make like reactive things to kind of sounds and stuff like that. Bit further down, it's the one he just sold. So keep going down. Where is it? Keep going. One more. Oh, there's digital. That one's cool too.
Wow. Oh, I see. It does have music. Okay.
Yeah, if you go to the main piece, if you keep going down, he just sold one that has kind of like fully reactive. It's on super rare, I believe. But if on his page, there's one, and it's like fully reactive to the music and stuff. It's really intriguing to watch. This is obviously shorter clips from it. You can tell like he's had this Surreal Sky style before, but if you keep going down, you'll see the one that he just sold. And it's absolutely amazing.
Oh, okay.
Surreal Sky's cool series though as well. Like very kind of trippy. A little bit further. This is all just posts from yesterday. There we go.
I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, well, that's cool.
That one. Click on that one for me.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Digital Genesis. You play that with sound and you're going to blow your own mind. I think you'll like this Sparky a lot. Like a lot. It'll be right up your alley, man.
That's filthy. Oh, wow.
So you'll notice like the pixels and things like that, like it's reacting to the sound and stuff like that. And that's like, I don't know what to do about it. I think going like more into.
Wow. That was cool. Okay. Yeah, there's some really good sounds. Hi, Mr. Miyagi. Hi, buddy. Just gonna lay back down? Yeah. Okay, kitty.
Very cool work though.
Yeah, that's really cool. Wow. Oh, that's someone else. Okay. That's so cool.
Yeah, there's some crazy artists out here
kind of
doing some
stuff.
really cool stuff. So, Underworld does some. If you go to his latest post, I think it's his latest one. You should go to Underworld's latest post if you want to see the type of stuff that he does. He's very cool. You should follow him.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is good.
Underworld was kind of like the inspiration of one of my other series where I released the P code for it a while back because he does some really crazy stuff. Go to his latest post though, Andrew, and see if it's up there still because X likes to get rid of his stuff. Not down a bit more 1 hour ago, so it would have been before we started here. The one that I wanted. Yeah, go down. There it is. Click on the wall.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Whoa.
So yeah, X really doesn't like Underworld's work. Sometimes he gets shadow banned quite regularly.
What's going on here, dude? What's going on here? Wait. That's Russell. Get Russell.
It looks like Russell Brand.
Russell fucking Alex Jones. Behind the set.
Amazing like that.
Please, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, don't ban me. Please don't ban me, Facebook.
I was just thinking that. I was like, probably just got banned from all your streaming services.
No, my streaming services. That's great. But then this is okay because it's just purely violent. There's no nipples. There's no female nipples, right? Like,
and you got to remember, everything you just showed was just art. It wasn't anything else.
Exactly,
Damn
dude. It's
expensive
just
shit.
art. JD says my cousin says hi to the cat. That's funny. Exactly, dude. It's so stupid. Like I grew up in Portugal. I spent ages 6 through 14 in Portugal, and it's like there, like sex, titties, whatever. Like it's just no, it's just like whatever. But violence is taken way more seriously. And so it's like I grew up with a mom that was very against me seeing things that were violent, but didn't care about me seeing things that were sexual, and a dad that wanted to guard me against things that were sexual, but that if it was violent, it was like whatever. And it's just like freaking titties are
Confusing
titties.
conceptually,
Like, goddamn.
for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, it's super confusing. I'm just like, all right. Both are good then. All right.
Yeah, there's some really cool artists going around on X right now doing things like this. I think a lot of X doesn't actually get to see, which I wish they did.
I follow him. You're also gonna follow. Cool. Wow.
I'm gonna change your whole X feed you watch. You're gonna go back on later and try to find your regular feed, and it's gonna just be art.
I'm trying to though. Like my feed right now is full of engagement baits, and I'm
Well,
just
this
like,
is what I'll say is
I'm just
the
like
more
not
you just
interested, not
engage with good
interested,
things,
not interested.
it just helps. Like my feed, if I go on my feed, it's just like look, like it's just art after art, man.
All
That's my for you.
Yeah, that's great.
Like it's
That's
just constantly.
good,
Like
yeah.
I'll actually give X credit that
Yeah.
like my feed now is always art, like just constantly.
Always, that's because that's what
Like
you're
I can
looking
just sit
for.
here and
Yeah.
scroll without even looking, and I'm confident that he's just going to see art. Like that's all that's on my. This is my for you. And like you can really, people say that X is bad, but like no, it's kind of X gives you what you want. You just don't know what you want sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta have to
You
turn
don't.
the algorithm in a specific
Yeah,
way.
you really got to like interact purely only with the things you want to interact with. Is what I've noticed. If you at all stray, like if I even go onto the political side of X, I'll open my phone next, and all of a sudden it's like all this political stuff, and I'm like, yo, I just wanted to look at art for a few minutes and try to get inspired. What's going on? So you really got to curate your own feed to a degree. That's what I noticed. And you can.
You do.
And I thought X wasn't that good with the algorithm, but I've noticed that like since about like a couple of months ago, my for you's just been perfect for ages now. Like it's just always cool art.
There
so
you
I just
go.
discover a lot of new artists or see a lot of good artists that I already knew's work now. So I'm pretty lucky with that.
One thing that I would really like to do, like when the money starts rolling in, like when like blockchain's a lot more mainstream, is like open up a meadery, because like I brew my own, and I just scour X looking for like a artist that I want to like slap onto the label. Be like, hey, I brew, I got a meadery. Would it be cool if I use some of your art? Just slap it on right there, or I can even like make like a fucking collage that makes up the entire label. And be like have like all the artists that are like on the back of it underneath.
Yeah,
like
that'd be cool.
I think what is it? The Surgeon General says like you shouldn't be drinking this if you're under 21. Blah 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 blah. But it's like that'd be a really kick-ass idea, honestly.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. Collage is dope. So
Go promote as many people as you can. You know.
Yeah. Like
Go and promote go and share the love and promote as many artists as you can, right? Share the love.
And let's get drunk on the process.
you've kind of jumped on one of the ideas.
Exactly.
So the reason why this shirt inspired me, you can see the LimeWire symbol.
Oh.
It's got like 3015. It's got like the old consoles.
Nokia.
Now the reason that inspired me is because I thought I was like, I should make a shirt with a bunch of like cool artists' art, just like collaged. And then, like, obviously split whatever comes from it with them. But I just think that'd be, like, a really cool idea, too. Collaging's just dope.
Collaging a friend of mine, better. He actually has a shirt press, and he actually made me a few shirts with my art.
That's
art bro. What?
Yeah, that's cool.
I've also been using AI to help me with my sigil work, and this is my sacred spike.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Nice.
Yeah, it's a protection symbol, and I'm just thinking, like, dude, just having some of these on a whole bunch of different shirts, and my friend even said, like,
show me the logo again.
It's a cool logo.
The Soul Spark. Show me the Soul Spark too on the back of it. Yeah, exactly. Show me the back. That's crazy. Yeah, I designed that. That's sick, bro. Put on a shirt. That's what's up.
That's so cool.
And I believe on the other sleeve is his brand, which I think is pretty cool. And he even placed on the back some like other shit too, like inspired.
Yeah, dope.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah. So there's like print, like detailed print on it. That's cool.
Yeah,
like different things in different spots. It's not just the front, but it has like some sleeve work and some stuff on the back. That's cool.
Him and his girlfriend actually like do a lot of like artwork stuff, and then like they just basically take it and then they just slap it on the shirts. Like they've made some fucking kick-ass designs. Like I'm just thinking, like, damn. And I even asked him to. So I brought to him like 3 of my blazer jackets that I like wearing a lot whenever I go out. And I want to basically have this symbol right here basically be slapped on them. Just so it's like I have a protection symbol on me wherever I go.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be really kick-ass.
Yeah, so have you thought about do you already know who you're gonna do like print work and stuff through for your initial
still trying to suss that out because it's going to be difficult. I'm going to assume that a lot of my customer base would be over with you guys, so I have to make something that works with that because I don't want shipping times to be stupid.
All in due time.
So definitely have to think about.
Well, hopefully not in due time if you have good shipping.
Yeah.
True. The sooner the better.
Hopefully faster.
We live in a different kind of world over here.
Yeah.
100%.
Only the cocaine shows up quickly. Everything else
maybe I should
forever.
send it back of a package of that and get there quick.
Yeah.
It might be the shortest clothing label in history if that happens.
Or most lucrative.
Yeah, maybe that too. I think I've caused enough trouble in my time. We'll see how it goes.
Good.
Just need to cause the right kind of trouble.
Exactly.
But now the question arises: what would be considered the right kind of trouble?
What is the right trouble? Yeah.
The kind of right trouble
our
is
politics in Australia.
You can get away with.
Whatever you can get away with. Exactly.
That's the right kind of trouble.
Exactly.
As long as you can get away
hey,
with
thank you, Doppel.
As long as you can be good at it,
that's
what matters. If you're gonna be bad, be good at it.
It'd be bad, yeah. If you want to be bad, be good at it. That's funny. That's a poster. That's a poster, man. That's a movie poster.
You want to be bad, be good.
That's a framed art piece. It's a framed art piece. That's good.
If you're gonna be a part of that world, you gotta be militant. You gotta be aware. You gotta be ready. Well, just don't be a part of that world, or you ain't gonna last.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I think in my lifetime, there's probably been, 10, 20 circumstances where other people probably would have faltered and may not be here. So it's like, you have to...
Right.
If you're going to be bad, you got to be really aware and you kind of really got to understand. And that's probably where I was like, weirdly blessed, like the Asperger's kind of thing. I'm very kind of hyper vigilant. I'm very kind of like aware of patterns and behaviors, and I can kind of like nail down what I think a human's going to do pretty quickly. And that probably got me out of a lot of spots. And my ability to mask, my ability to just like switch up no matter the situation we're in, I can kind of just mold into whatever those people need me to be. And I can survive for as long as I need to survive. And I've always told people that a kid like me that kind of went through the stuff I went through and to still be standing here just proves that the skill that I am greatest at is survival. Like, and that's not a bad thing. It just means that I'm more likely to get through a difficult situation. I'm more likely to be able to stay on my 2 feet. So, and it's a blessing in a way. And I think, to be honest, I think the Asperger's probably had a lot to do with it. Like, I think I've seen people who obviously aren't Asperger's living the same situation, and they just struggle because they can't put a mask on. They don't know how to act in certain situations. They're not very good at predicting behavior, and it just gets them in trouble. And a lot of them are like in and out of jail and things like that, and like drug addicts or whatever. And I've never been to jail. I don't even have a criminal record, even with all the kind of naughty stuff I got up to in my younger years. So it's like
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was very blessed.
I have a worse criminal record than you do.
Yeah, I got 0. Straight up 0.
I think ultimately what it comes down to is really just being observant and just seeing the patterns of everything around you. Being observant is easily one of the biggest skills that you could be able to hone down, because then you'd be able to make at least educated decisions on what you've seen.
The most optimal, like, so what people don't realize too is sometimes the most optimal decision can also not be like most morally guided. Like, I've probably done some things to survive that other people might go, oh, you're not supposed to do that. Well, do you want to live? Like, that's your choice in those circumstances. Like, do you want to live? Like, if you want to live, you're going to do the most optimal decision.
Yeah.
Whether that, whatever, you're just going to do what you can do in that situation to make sure that you're breathing. Like, there's been lots of things I've done, like a lot of times where I was in a situation and I knew it was about to go violent, so I went violent first. Like, why wait? Why wait for a chance to be violent? I'd prefer to cave your head up against a brick wall and you be on the ground. That sounds way better to me. That's not morally guided. That's the wrong thing. You should not do that to another human. I did it. I woke up the next morning. I don't know about him. I hope so. Good for him. He made the wrong decision. He didn't assess the situation properly.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. It's like,
when the going gets hot, self-preservation is key.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. It's like, it's a brutal way to put it, but if you're in those circumstances where you're on the street or you're living a kind of more rougher lifestyle, you just make the optimal decision. Just do it. Survive, make it out, and then you might get to the point in your life where you don't have to make those decisions anymore. Like, it's very rare I have to make those decisions now. Like, obviously I did the other day, but it's like nowhere near as often now. I put myself in a spot where I really don't have to, unless I'm back in the area or something like that. Like, I don't really have to make those decisions. I can kind of just float around. And now I get to make 90% of my decisions now more morally guided. Trying to do the right thing, trying to do the better thing, trying to kind of align myself, like I told you before. We're all good and bad. It's just about where you sit on that spectrum during that time. It's about, and I think the other thing is kind of having the self-introspection to kind of understand that you do have that choice. Like, a lot of people kind of feel like they're forced into decisions. It's like, no, you made that choice. Like, whether you want to admit it or
consciously.
Yeah, like, whether you want to admit it, it might suck to admit that you made the wrong decision, but you did. You did. Whether that was because of lack of education or lack of understanding, or to improve, you have to just take that responsibility. You got to take it on the chin and go, okay, well, I could have done this. I could have done that.
There's a lot of people out there that don't have that introspective mindset. They don't think about whether something was right or wrong. Like, a lot of people out there tend to just kind of walk through life. No matter what they do, they just don't even take a step back and even try to think about, was that right? Was that optimal? Was that this? Could it be that? Could have been gone a different way. Like, not many people will do that.
Yeah, no, definitely not. It's not like a severely common thing. It's very hard to like. I guess I put a lot of work in to kind of get to where I am. I've obviously done work behind the scenes with people, with proper professionals and stuff to kind of get through the shit that I've seen when I was a kid and everything like that. And I think that's another thing is being able to admit that, yeah, you do need a hand. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's okay. Like, you can be the toughest human in the world and everyone needs a bit of support. Everyone needs a pat on the back. Everyone needs a push in the right direction. So, like, seeking help and getting help is not a bad thing. And it probably took me years to get to that point because, like, growing up in the 90s, like, men didn't cry. Men didn't have emotions. Men just pushed through. That's what I was taught when I was growing up. And then it got to kind of like my mid-20s and I go, hey, I'm really fucked up. Like, there's some shit going on that just going well. And it's constantly happening. And obviously good pattern recognition. I've gone, you're doing the same shit, mate. Like, what are you going to do? So it's like, I got to that point where I just realized, yeah, sometimes people need help and then that's not necessarily a bad thing either.
Amen.
Powerful. Yeah. That's what it takes, you know. That's I mean, I haven't existed, I haven't lived in necessarily, you know, that dark of a world where I haven't been in those places. I've lived on like the edge of the trap where I had friends that were, you know, dying of drug addiction, or, you know, overdoses and things like that. Things were really bad, and I was kind of like right on that fine line, you know, where I was selling weed and psychedelics, you know, and people around me were falling off the deep end and starting to hurt each other and do crazy things. And yeah, it's weird because I never would have thought that I would have gotten exposed to that world, but I did, and it became a big part of me. You know, I got 2 felonies because of it. It's off my record, but you know, I spent years on probation, and it's yeah, you know, a lot of the people that I attract into my life end up being the people that have lived through and survived through, you know, what and overcame and came out on top of the world that you're talking
Andrew,
about.
you passed 200.
And I know, yeah, look, yeah, it's crazy.
211
200
now.
over 200 views.
This is crazy, dude. Well done.
It's working. Thank you.
So
yeah, another 2 hours too. I would stream. I would stream for 12 hours and not get 200. But
so Booter, what would be considered one of the either?
It's like that, man. It's like that.
Like whether it be controversial or something extremely introspective, what art piece that you've made would reflect either one of those sides of the spectrum?
The one that Andrew likes, that mini mask one, that's probably like the most kind of like deep one because that one was like really about the shit that I've been through. That one was about me having to put on masks just to get through and like.
Could you put that up real quick?
There's obviously the dude in that one, he's wearing a ski mask and the ski mask constantly changes. So I've been in situations where, yeah, I've had to like go through people's homes, which is a brutal thing to do to someone. I've had men sit in backyards and undress at the point of raid. And that's that many mask things. So like, well, at 1 second I could be doing that, and then the next second I'm getting a double shot flat white at the cafe.
I definitely get like a kind of like a deep / dark like funk wave type of vibe.
Yeah,
like
it's full on that one, and that's why I like GIFs as well, because as you can tell, like that GIF will just keep going. Like it's just endless. That's an endless piece of art. So I really like GIFs for that reason, because I'll just keep going. But that piece is probably the most introspective one. It was kind of me exposing the like darker side, the things that I'd done, and all the different kind of masks I'd have to put on to kind of get through what I got through. So
yeah, it also kind of gives off the vibe of like, doesn't matter what kind of a mask that you have on, there will always be something or someone that'll cause that a portion of that mask or even the entire mask to just snap and break.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like it, because you'll see there's like it's constantly, it's changing. It's a deep piece. I love that one. It's probably one of my favorite ones I've done. Did another one called I Was Filled with Noise. That one's pretty cool too. Starts off with just like a younger fella. It looks like a portrait, and then like slowly I changed it to like different types of dithering. And the whole purpose of that piece was the fact that we all are just filled with noise. Like everything that's deep down inside us, like all the complaints, the problems, everything is noise in the end. And the whole purpose of that one was kind of like, just be aware that there is a lot of noise in us, and sometimes you don't have to listen to it. Sometimes you can just ignore it. So that's probably one of my other favorite pieces as well that I've done.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing too that can be a bit tricky in life is when there's you just have so much noise, whether it's inside your head or around you, and trying to find your center, and then just like even just trying to either block out that noise or just simply to like be able to center yourself within it and not letting it overwhelm you. That's always a really tricky part. It's like it could be that noise could be a variety of different things too, whether it's something from the past, what's right in front of you, what you're anxious about in the future. Like it all comes back to just being like noise that you kind of like have to tune out in a sense to basically.
Yeah, you got to be able to tune it out and just understand that it's there no matter what. Like it doesn't matter how healthy you get. It doesn't matter how much health you get. Like if you're a person that's probably naturally inclined to have that noise and like that darker noise that some people do, it's going to be there. And it's just about being aware of it being there and finding outlets for it that are like somewhat healthier. So like, for me, that was finding jiu-jitsu and like training every day and like fighting every day in an actual gym, because then like I'm much less likely to go out and fight in the streets. So like finding ways to like healthily distribute that amongst the world is probably a good thing. So like for me now, I've got back injuries from all the fighting I've done. I've got 2 bulging discs and spinal stenosis in my lower back. So I can't really train jiu-jitsu as hard as I used to. So that was it had gotten to the point where I was training jiu-jitsu twice a day, every day, like really pushing jiu-jitsu. And that's where I thought my life was going to go. I wanted to teach jiu-jitsu. And then I found out about my back injury and it kind of like set me back. And then I had to re-identify myself again. And that's where I kind of found art and things like that as well. So I think it's about finding ways to distribute that noise amongst different healthier kind of outcomes. And like you said, the noise is going to be there. Like I thought I distributed the noise of jiu-jitsu and then that got taken away from me. So I had to redistribute it. It was still there. It's not like it went away. And it was like just understanding that and being aware of it and knowing what healthy options there are to get rid of that noise and not listen to it as often.
Yeah, being able to like filter out or even cutting that noise down to some degree, if that's what it takes to find your center. Like I think that's something that a lot of people, if they haven't discovered that yet, they should, because it could definitely help like bringing them more close to themselves and being able to make more calculated decisions or being able to have a much clearer mindset.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's a big key. It's a big key. So that noise piece was another one that like sticks in my brain, to be honest. There's a few that kind of stick there. A few from the last few days has just been extremely deep. Like that was like me putting out parts of me that I never thought I would. I never thought I'd like put out kind of like love about like breakups and things I've been through, or like just emotions that I feel during love and stuff. Like during that dream series, I think Andrew probably even noticed like my dream series was very kind of there's a lot of sexuality to it. That one was
a lot of erotic.
But then the last few have been very kind of like more emotional about like losing someone or trying to find yourself again, trying to figure out where you fit in the world after you've kind of like identified yourself with somebody else and attached your noise with their noise. And then another thing, a piece that I kind of want to work on is like, I kind of want to take that noise gift that I did before, but then talk about like I just did then. I want to make a gift that's more about like separating the noise, because I feel like that happens in relationships. Like your noise and their noise nearly become one, and then you break up and you're left with all this residual crap that you didn't have before. And you're sitting there going like, how do I get rid of all this noise now? Like, I don't want your noise anymore. I don't want to think about you. I don't want you a part of my daily thoughts. I want you gone. You've left me with all this residual noise. Take it. So that's probably a piece I'll work on next, I think, is as I do nowadays. I've been trying to do, because I noticed I wanted to do nothing but GIFs, but for some reason I've noticed the X algo seems to prefer when you do it like a GIF, an image, a normal post. Seems to enjoy like a mixed media kind of bunch. So I've been trying to mix it up and not do just GIFs at the moment. And then I think it does kind of make your GIFs a bit more special too when they come out, because people are like, oh, shit, he's doing that again. Sick. So that's why I kind of, before we had this today, I made sure I did an image. I made sure I released a GIF. Like, you kind of got to play with that algo a little bit to get the message across.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowing how to actually work the algorithm is something that, like, even I'm kind of coming to terms with the fact that, like, when it comes to the algorithm, like, it doesn't matter what you put out there. You have to do it in a way that'll just get picked up, and then all of a sudden it's just bing. Because, like, remember, I think it was the beginning of last month. No, the middle of last month, where I was just kind of like sitting at home, and I was like talking with some people, and I decided to look at my. I was going to show off my Spotify, and I pulled it up. And beforehand, I was like, sometimes I'll check to see like how many people, like how many listeners I've had, and more often than not, like between 8 to like 15. And all of a sudden, I was looking at it, and it was like at 456 listeners, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I learned that it was because one of my beats got added to some sort of playlist, and it just got like almost 1,000 plays. And I'm just like, how did this even happen? Like, what? And then I think I got a whole bunch of new followers because of that. And I'm just thinking, like, things can surprise you.
That's how it works. It's all about like slowly. You kind of stair step your way in finding. That's really good. Actually, I'm gonna look you up right now here. Oh, you're literally the last artist that I searched on Spotify. Yeah, I drew a lot of. I made Sparky's logo like 7 years ago. I made a lot of his first album covers many years ago. Like starting.
Yeah, album covers is something I'm trying to get into.
I think the last album cover I did for you was like a year ago.
There's a dude called Amir who follows me on here, and we talk quite a bit.
Oh, the guy that you tagged in that comment to me?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because he kept saying that I should do album covers and stuff for bands because of the way like I collage and stuff. And then it wasn't just you. Like every post I was posting, there'd be like 2-3 people writing like, "You should do album covers. You should do album covers." So I just kept tagging Amir, going, "Maybe you're right." Because it seems to be like, I don't know what everyone else is saying, but yeah, apparently I can do an album cover.
Yeah.
So I think that's something I want to get into too, to be honest, is designing
pretty cool, especially
for other artists.
Especially if it's like a type of beat that you either really vibe with or something that can kind of like even challenge you. Just kind of go, oh, let's see what I can do with this. Yeah, well,
I think you'll notice if you look back at something like the earlier collages I was just doing, there was a lot of like I was even putting like the parental advisory stickers on and things like that, just because I like the look of them. I thought they look cool. And I think that's kind of where it first started. People were looking at it and going, "Hey, it looks like a movie cover or it looks like an album cover." And I'm like, well, yeah, because they look sick. So I want to make it look like that. Like, what do you mean? But then now it's kind of become this thing that everyone kind of looks at it and goes, yeah, right.
Yeah, now I'm like a part of me just kind of wants to like make one of those like dark funk wave type beats and be like, hey, Booter, do you want to do something?
Yeah, see, that's what it's like. Literally, that's what I'm kind of at. I'll try to find one of them. Let me have a look. Sometimes it sits in my highlights. I think probably highlighted one or two. If it lets me sign on, which of course it's not going to right now because it doesn't like me.
Have you guys like noticed like with daylight, even though like daylight savings was pretty recent, like even though we went back an hour, it feels like that night happens like much sooner. Like instead of it being like 9 o'clock when sunset happens, it's like 4.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. Night. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, night happens way sooner. Yeah.
Yeah, but why is it by
is my audio better now, Alex? Someone would say my Alex is buggy, or someone would say my audio is buggy again.
Show Sparky this one because we were talking about this one while you were gone. I'll send it to you. Where are you? There you go. This is the noise one that we were talking about, Sparky.
Oh,
I remember seeing that. This is good. I love this. Yeah.
okay. You know, what was crazy was
I'll be honest. So what I loved about go ahead.
So like the other day, like the moment that I heard Dream World or read Dream World, I was like, there's this one dream that I had a couple days ago, and it was like one of those like really vivid / lucid dreams where you just can't really explain how it happens. It just happens. I was in like this really crazy venue that I was kind of like either like just waltzed in or I quote unquote stole the show or something. And I was like, you know, just interacting with people, kind of going a little off the rails to some extent. And I remember right before I woke up, I think it was like one person or two people just kind of walked up to me going, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you ruining this?" I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" And then right before they were going to say something, I all of a sudden woke up and I was like, what the fuck just happened? It's almost like I dream walked into someone else's dream, and I was just like, okay, what just happened?
Yeah, so weird.
Like,
this could literally be a like cardboard cutout for a movie.
Like, this was one of the first ones where all the kind of poster allegations started coming at me. People wanted me to start making posters. This was the first one that I remember them coming back at me and going, posters and covers. I was like, all right.
I can definitely see it as a cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite pieces.
I can see that as a cardboard cutout. Like, imagine a cardboard cutout that you see at at a cinema.
Oh no, that's what I should show you. I'm gonna do it, even though it embarrasses me. Ready? I'm gonna show you my first collage, and then I'll show you like the one that was a week later.
Okay.
Because I posted it publicly.
Okay, that sounds cool.
I didn't really care. I was like, stuff that people
show it. You don't need to be embarrassed of showing stuff, dude. Like, art's art.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad when it first came out. Where was it? So that one there that you're looking at, that Jesus one, that's a collage as well. That's me just mixing things together.
It kind of does look like there's like a few different like cutout images kind of slapped in there. Which is so cool.
The Jesus text wasn't generated. The Jesus at the table, that was generated in Midjourney.
Oh.
And then the Jesus text, I don't know where I found that, somewhere around the internet. And then the
I know
same
that
as
I used
advisory
Dolly
sticker.
for some of mine.
Yeah.
Or whatever
and then
ChatGPT is connected to.
And then I just ran it straight back through like Photoshop and stuff to add all the texturing and things like that. But even my like collages now are more kind of complex than that. Like this one here is a combination of like multiple images. This is one of my latest collages. It's less like kind of text based, but it's got a bit of a mix. It's actually like a few images overlaid together in a way.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I saw this. Yep, yeah, I love this.
So one half
is something
one
that
half
I
is a
would
human.
like. I love
the
this.
other half is a landscape, and then there's a raven overlaid over the top of both of those.
Yeah, if you like kind of like crank your head to the side, you can kind of see it. That is trippy.
Yeah. You can see the water flowing down.
Oh,
on the right
if I blur my eyes, if I cross my eyes a little
I
bit,
can see a person.
really see it.
So then
There's okay, the face
to
is
give you
down.
an idea
It's
now that
looking
you've
down
stared
an
at it,
angle.
I'll send you the GIF because I actually turned it into a GIF to kind of show people the kind of process of it.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So this is the GIF of all the images.
This
separated.
is legit. This is so cool.
And then when you see the GIF, it's going to blow your mind because then you'll start seeing all the separate images.
Wait, is that the GIF? Did you already say? Oh, okay.
No, go to your inbox. It's going to blow you.
I clicked. Yeah, that's so cool, dude. Was it AI that like broke apart the flowers and stuff to make it look like that, or was that a filter that you threw on?
No, so go to your inbox and go down. There should be another message there for you now. Unless it's tripping out.
It's not there yet. It might be. Yeah, last one is still the last one. Yeah, still takes me right here.
Yeah, no, refresh it. It's in there. It's just being an asshole. You might have to click on it. And there should be Lucid Totem 2.
There it is. There it is. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
whoa.
now you'll start seeing
Oh, no way.
images.
Oh, there's the Raven. Oh, now I see the Raven. Dude, no way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really...
Wow.
So yeah, that's when like obviously my collages got rather kind of complicated. There's a lot going on in them nowadays compared to like
so
originally.
That is very interesting. Okay, now I can
now
see.
I can see the Raven. Yep, exactly. Now I see the Raven.
Now I see the beak. Because like it kind of looks like a hill or like a kind of like a little like cliffside spire for a moment. Now that I'm seeing the Raven, it's like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. That's really cool. Yeah. Very well done.
So that was one of my favorites.
Well, it's like a waterfall pouring outside of the Raven.
Yeah, very trippy stuff, that one.
Very. That's trippy as fuck. I love it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my first collage because it is terrible. And I think it'll be good to kind of show people the difference. But
practice, man, you know?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like it was 1 week and like everything changed. Like I know I'm close to it now because I'm already like I'm talking like mid-October I started collaging.
Wow.
So I know it's not far. But I'm also realizing I put this way
right
too
back.
much.
He's going to the restroom.
Yeah, looking at that as the GIF, that is really trippy. I love it.
Yeah, that's why I like GIFs because you can really get like it's more of an experience.
Yeah, 100%. Especially when you get the looping right, just perfect. And
yeah, I'll send you this collage. So this is about a week after I started collaging, and I started feeling like I was getting it down pat. I was like, okay, cool. You can actually create cool looking things now. So that was when I started realizing I'd kind of figured it out. Is that one there? Oh, I don't know why it came through. I don't want people to buy that. I think someone's already bought it. Where is it? That one. That's when I started realizing I'd kind of figured it out. And I even did some kind of political collages too because I got bored. You remember when they did the No Kings protest?
Maybe.
For the whole Trump thing.
Ooh.
I made one.
I can see it partially in Andrew's little chat thing.
Get him to open it when he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
You wait till I'm very close to the first one, and I'm just gonna look at those two and go, "What do you mean?" Because it went So yeah, that's when I realized I was getting it down pat, and I kind of collaged decently. And what's the date on that one, Andrew?
October 19th. Wow.
Yeah, so that's when I realized
and
that
this
I was
was the 17th.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorites too, but it actually didn't do that well. But I liked that one because it was very like that was on the day of the No Kings protest, and I made that one.
Oh,
I thought
really?
To be honest, I thought that one was going to go viral. I thought it'd hit because it was like good timing. But here we go. I found it. Are you ready? So you can kind of see. This is I'm about to send you a post from October 13th. This is my first ever attempt at collaging. So it took me from October 13th.
4 days.
October.
Like 4 days before this.
There you go.
Because this is good.
I hate showing people this, but it's still there. I leave it there for people to kind of understand.
Teach me to collage someone. There you go. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, I still like it though. I still like I like how you have this like freaking
it's rough.
Like old Windows computer.
Like even the paint can
like
at the paint can face in the eyes, it's like you didn't see shit. But
and then all
he didn't see shit.
Yeah. I mean, I see where the process stemmed from, so that's something.
Yeah. And then before I knew it,
that Trump one looks fucking good, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, I really wish that one did better when I released it. I thought it was going to. This is one of my favorites.
Like the colors on it and everything are so good.
Here's October 17th, and this is probably one of my favorite ones I've done still in terms of like just pure collages. This has got that real street vibe to it. Obviously, with like the Nike logo and the Trap Star logo up in the corner and stuff. So that one to me, that's like
Givenchy. So whenever I take my cat out on a walk, I take my cat on walks. I take him with me shopping and stuff, and I'm always like, "All right, Mr. Meowky, we're going on an adventure, Givenchy. We're going on an adventure, Givenchy, baby. Yeah, we're going on a Givenchy adventure. Yeah, that's just what I call it. I'm like, we're going on a designer adventure, dude. Like, let's go, man. It's gonna be a crazy.
So, Sparky, you liked the kind of computer vibe of the first collage? I just sent Andrew the one when I was doing that first ever collage. This collage I just sent you is kind of what I had in mind. This is what I wanted.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. See, I like the nostalgia. I like the nostalgia.
That's using the Windows XP background and stuff. That one I love.
That's sick. I love that. The only thing missing is like the glitched out drag effect of the Windows error box. Like you need to have it like you know when they would glitch out and it would leave like that trippy trail. Yep. Just have a little bit of that. How we kind of like, Just have
that was when I started like. I realized I could do this. I was like, okay, collaging is not.
Oh wait, trust. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Nice. What's up?
Yeah, now my style is just completely different. Like stuff I'm doing now. Like even this morning's gifts, like really different to what I've been doing. Everything's kind of just changed. I kind of just go wherever my brain
Alex
takes
in the
me
chat likes it. Flawless Victory is liking the work. He's on Twitch right now. We're at 240 right now. Holy crap.
Dang.
Doing well, man.
Yeah, usually when I go live, I post a link where anyone watching can join as a speaker, but this time I decided not to. I'm guessing Brad just has Sparky has memorized the join link, so he doesn't even check to see if I'm live. He just types in the link to join.
Pretty much.
So funny. I love that. Yeah.
So if you have a look at this
I could
now,
have
this is,
it where like anyone that's watching you could just pop up. Yeah.
so if you have a look at this.
Oh, this right here.
Andrew,
Working on my next piece using Procreate.
So now
Okay,
I paint the bases to a lot of my pieces. So that's just a painting, basically. Like it's digital, obviously, but it's a painting just done with my fingers. And then that ended up being this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Does she have a hijab on? The girl that's the little shadow girl that's in the distance?
No, she's just pretty much butt naked in the smallest bikini in history, but you just can't tell because I've edited that much.
I can see the smallest bikini in history. It's just her face.
I think she's wearing glasses and I cut it out
right?
so like her eyes aren't seeable, so like the background.
That's why the glasses. Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like she has like almost like a black hood on with her eyes visible. You know, it kind of looks like a hijab. I think that's what it's called, right? To find you.
Yeah, very similar.
Oh, that's sick. And it's like a crashing wave. That's sick.
Yeah. So, man, that's kind of where my heart is now. Like, it's gotten to the point where I'm doing a lot of kind of hands-on work and stuff to get them done.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Where'd you find like the pieces for this to assemble it?
The chick, I think I got her off Pinterest. The kind of wave and the dude, I generated that as like a full image in Midjourney, and then I cut it out. I only cut out like the wave and the dude. The rest of the image I left, and then I just used the base of the painting and kind of stamped the dude on top, and then took it back through Photoshop and Lightroom just to get like the final edits on it.
Okay.
So that's pretty much majority of my workflow now is like Procreate, Photoshop, Lightroom, and then like Midjourney, Pinterest, and like anywhere that I can find images on the internet. Like sometimes I'll just go around and like cut things out of like newspaper articles, whatever the hell I can find, and just jam them all in.
Mm-hmm. And it's fashion. It's really cool. It reminds me of something that Balenciaga would do, or with just the really exaggerated dimensions on like what he's wearing. That's what Balenciaga kind of does. Where like if you look at Balenciaga, this is just a personal
broad shoulders and
observation. Where like Balenciaga changes the person. It changes your outline, your shadow, or whatever you call it. Yeah, like it's 100%. Interesting. Your profile. There we go. It changes your profile. Yeah, it's like where it's like, whoa, like this person now has a totally different proportion to their body because of like the clothes that they're wearing. And that's kind of what this reminds me of. And some dang strong shoulders too. Like, coming in.
I know. It's been super fun.
That's what's up. So do you have like a 9 to 5 currently? And this is like I always call like, you know, you got your 9 to 5 and then you got your 6 to midnight. That's your entrepreneur shit, or are you full in on this?
Full in now.
Like, is this
100%
dude,
into this now.
Blessings, brother. God bless. That's amazing.
Just
Hell,
going hard at
yeah.
it. And I've been blessed. I got some really good supporters who have collected a lot of my art and stuff already. Like, I've done decently well the last few weeks, and then X owed me back pay, so they back paid me like a good chunk. So I'm doing all right.
Back pay?
Still
What do you mean back?
struggling.
What do
I'm,
you mean back
I'm
pay?
still in
Are
that
you like a?
I'm still in that starving artist mindset, but I think that's kind of not a bad. I guess that's probably the advantage of growing up the way I grew up is I don't really need much. Even like my
Yeah,
diet and stuff,
it's not like
terrible, but I eat like once a day. And I've always done that, like just because that's how I grew up. So I just learned to kind of adjust to that's how I live. As long as I've got, as
I get that, yeah.
As long as I got 30 instant coffees in a day, I should be sweet to keep going.
Yeah,
Drink
that makes sense.
a lot
Okay.
of coffee.
A lot of coffee. Okay. What kind of coffee you have in Australia?
Well, at home we just do the kind of instant stuff. It's literally like a scoop into a bloody cup with some hot water, the boiling water, and milk on top, mate. But then if I'm going out,
Cool.
we
No
do
Keurig, at least.
do more Italian style here, so like double shot flat whites, cappuccinos, that type of shit. I'm a double shot flat white man.
Okay.
My shit's strong to hit me.
I feel that I grew up with my dad roasting his own coffee beans, and so he would order his coffee beans green and roast them, and he had like a collection of antique like little coffee makers and stuff. And I always tell people ask me, how do you like your coffee? I always say, I like coffee flavored coffee.
Yes.
Coffee flavored coffee.
I'd like my coffee to taste like coffee.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, like, what do you want? Oh, bad. People are silly questions.
Yeah.
They can't help themselves.
I know.
Terrible.
They drown it with sugar and all these additives. It's like at that point you may as well just get a milkshake with a like ground up caffeine pill in it. Like literally just crush a caffeine pill into your chocolate shake. And
when we first had Starbucks released out here, the first thing I said is, this is not good. I was like, we're just all going to end up obese. Like, they've just literally released obesity now. You might as well just call it what it is. Like, let's just rename Starbucks obesity.
Actually. Oh. Internet bugged. Come on, Booter. Internet's.
Uh-oh.
Might as well drink in excess. That's funny. Tuna coffee. Ew, tuna coffee. Yep, internet's doing a sad trombone. All right, well, his internet took a wee dump.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. That's okay. We pivot. And as soon as he joins, back, I will know he is joined back.
For sure.
But yeah, man, this is freaking cool, dude. This is so cool. Like, I'm so grateful that this is working, and just like this is exactly the vibe of podcast I'm looking for. I might actually leave it open for other people to join as speakers next one. But really, I think what it's going to be is for podcasts. I think it'll be like a Patreon or a subscriber exclusive thing, where because while you're hosting a podcast, you need to be able to trust every person that joins as a speaker, right? Yeah, I don't want to deal with random bullshit when I'm hosting a speaker. When I'm hosting someone, so I think like people like you, like Aaron, like the regulars, the people that I already know and that I respect, like they can have the link and join. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're back, baby. We're back. Hell yeah! I'll just let myself die. And boom, at the stage. Excellent.
There he is.
Very good for you. Booyakasha. Just like that. Cool. Yeah. Man, it's been great. Super grateful to have you on. I mean, you're like full disclosure, like this is my first like official podcast where it's not just I'm live streaming, anyone watching can join as a speaker. People come in and come out as they please, and we talk about random stuff and we do random things throughout the day. But this is the first time that's been like, okay, like I networked and I found someone that I'm interested in getting to know, and like I want to and I want to talk. And so thank you so much for showing up to this, and it's been so far it's been freaking awesome.
It's been cool, man. It's been cool. You should do more like this. You should pursue it if it's something that you do want to do. Put time and effort into it, because as you've seen, when you do something like this and you do like you've put some effort in, you've been making sure you've kept in touch with me the last week and stuff, made sure you've chased me up, made sure I was here, which you can ask a few people behind the scenes. It's kind of hard to nail me down. So you've done well.
Yeah, really? So, okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
There's people, so like Dee, who came in here and commented before, she knows, like, in one of our group chats that we have with one of our other friends, they literally talk in there and they're like, you just don't tell Buddha to do something because you just won't do it. And it's like, that's probably the Asperger's too, because if I don't want to do something, if I don't enjoy it, I just ain't going to do it. Like, good luck getting me to do it.
There's not gonna, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's just like a part of who I am deeply. I've tried to work on it, but I can't. I think it is a very kind of Asperger thing. We just get hyper focused on the shit that we want to do. So it's like, you've done well, so pursue it, man. You've obviously enjoyed it, and people have enjoyed it. So it's about finding more people like this. Maybe dabble into kind of the people around me in the art community and stuff. There might be some other artists that you look at their stuff and go, holy, I'd like to know why you make that. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something. There's got to be some reasoning behind this type of art. And I can tell you, especially around me, there's a few really good guys and girls who are telling some really cool stories behind their art, not just like aesthetically pleasing stuff. There's some people that do some really cool aesthetically pleasing stuff, but I think for this type of content, you're obviously going to want a bit more of a story and things behind it, because it's just going to add to it much more. Like,
that's really where it comes from. Right.
Yeah.
It's like what's the soul? What's the human soul behind this? You know.
Yeah.
And,
well, people want a person.
Incredible. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's my idea here. You know, where it's like I feel like so much media has become very picture perfect, cookie cutter, polished.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
And I want to help people just get to what's real, you know, get to what matters. Find things that are relatable, not things that dissociate them. And
yeah, definitely.
And yeah, it's incredible just getting to know new people, where it's like you have a story, like you have survived some crazy things, and like now like all that builds up, you know, and leads some fun stuff, right? And it builds up and it leads to where you are now. And now like get to understand that and see that, you know, because people always like, oh, like you're lucky, like boot, like this, you know, if you're like me, this probably makes your stomach curl. Where if I'm like, Booter, you're so lucky that you got this many followers in this amount of time. Booter, you're so lucky that your artwork is doing well. It's like, no, luck is labor under correct knowledge. It's backed by hard work and lots of research and lots of understanding and applied effort. It's not just, you didn't just step into the art scene and, scream at ChatGPT and like start making money. Like that's not people like to even before this, I had a different perspective of AI artists, and this has been really good for me to see that AI art, like there's real artists within AI art, and it's not just like this thing that people
There's
are cracking
definitely
at me,
some.
because you really can put there. There's some crap. There's definitely crap out there, but you find
There's
gold
definitely
nuggets.
some.
Like you, where
In
you're
my eyes,
transitioning. You know, you use it. You're
yeah,
collaging
and that's
with
where I think it's key.
AI
Like
that
I
you
said to
generate, and that's
Sparky
brilliant.
before. I said to Sparky before, like what Craigo said, that it's not about what you generate, it's about what you do after it. So like to me, it's like it's cool to generate aesthetically pleasing things and upload them and do well. Like congratulations to you, all power to you. That's how I made my account get to where it was. Like I told you with the Galaxy series, I knew that shit was going to go viral. I did it for a reason. I got to the point where I was going to comfortably get views on the work that I wanted to put out. And then now my stuff's just purely, I don't care what people think about it at all. Like it just sounds arrogant. It's not an arrogance thing. I just don't care. I'm not putting my work out there now for anybody else. If there's someone that resonates with it and there's someone that like sees it and goes, shit, that's really cool, like I can feel the emotions in that, then that's a win. Like that's a good win, but it's not the reason I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's cathartic and it's a part of me, and I need that kind of release. So I think definitely with this whole AI art, it'd be much better if so Craigo even said the other day, he goes, it shouldn't be AI artists, not because like you shouldn't use it, because it should just be artists. The term should just be artist across the board, because like if you're being an artist, you're being an artist. Like we don't call a guitarist a guitar artist. We don't call a pianist they're just musicians. You know what I mean? Like they're just musicians.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter what they do. They're just musicians. His point is it's kind of similar to that. Like,
okay.
But I also feel that to make that a thing, we have to start encouraging AI artists to do more. Like, don't just generate from Midjourney and upload it.
Yeah.
Like you haven't, like, you've prompted, you've put the codes in. Like there is some work to that still. Don't get me wrong. Like to get a style down pat takes effort. But if you're just genning and there's not much going on there still. Like I want you to at least be running it through some post-processing at a minimum. Like, that should be like the bare minimum.
Right.
If not, I feel like there should be more hands-on work. Like get some Procreate, get some stuff like that, and actually start making some changes to your work that are more personal to you. Like go on Photoshop and add a few little things. Like I spoke to one of the boys today, and I said to him, go zoom into the deepest detail of your image that you're getting from Midjourney. I said, put a message in there and just blend it in so you can barely see it. I go, then you've changed.
Mm-hmm.
You've put a piece of yourself in there now. And it's also like a copyright thing too, which I explained to him, is like, if you're not manipulating the image, there's kind of like something there where people are going like, well, what are you doing? Because this whole like anti-AI artist thing I kind of laugh at, because collage artists are out there right now and doing quite well on like selling on Ethereum and everything, like making good money off selling collage art. But what's a collage artist? A collage artist goes around and just grabs random pieces of other people's art and it's the same as what AI is.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like there really shouldn't be like this anti-AI artist thing. It should just be an encouragement thing, encouraging people to do more with it. As long as you're doing more with it and you're actually placing a bit of you in it, that's what really should be important.
There's that first one that Andrew made.
It takes me back here because so like it takes me because Brad and Sparky and I. His name's Brad, by the way. But Sparky,
Yeah.
You know, this is 2019. This is the first album cover that I made for him, right? And we've been talking recently about how, you know, since I've had less time to do art for him, he started using AI, and we've gone back and forth a bit about, like, you know, is it okay for you to just use AI for your album cover? You know, how can you use AI for your album cover and still have a piece of yourself there, have it still be authentic to you and not have it be slop, you know, where it's like, how do you go from an album cover that has, you know, all of this thought poured into substance, right, into to something that AI spat out, right? There's like this is a selfie that I took a selfie with a gas mask, and I just added, you know, a bunch of stuff onto it.
Just a good digital mashup.
That one's one of my favorites right there.
Right.
The guy right there.
Yeah.
He's kind of like an inspiration off of like the Doom guy. No, not the Doom guy. The Disturbed's Vengeful one or whatever. This one I think is fucking funny.
This is kind of a collage because I took an old art piece of mine and scanned it, and then I did a bunch of digital stuff to a physical art piece of mine. So it kind of was
the binary that's in the background. It actually spells out a word on repeat, which I think is fucking hilarious of what it translates to.
It might be a word that you like too, as an Australian, as an Aussie. The binary in the background, it's all across it. Spells out cunt over and over.
I thought it was going to be that. There's we have a thing in Australia, which I think a lot of people don't know, which I'm going to teach you guys now because I always found it really hilarious. We call our mates, so like a mate is a friend, yeah? We call our mates cunts.
Yeah.
And we call people we don't like mates. So like literally, if I'm going to get so if I run up on you and I'm like, what's your problem, mate? I'm about to flog you. But if I run up on you, I'm like, what's up, flog you? Aussie's attack. I literally walked up on boys in the club and I'm like, yo, mate, what's up? I was like, he's not your mate. And then I'll turn around. I'll be like, do you want a drink, cup? Why are we doing that? Why did I just call? What? That's my mate. What did he do? I don't know, but he's a cunt. So it's like how we roll. Yeah, it is one of our favorite words. I remember the first time I ever dropped it when I was back living with my dad when I was like 13, 14. And dropped the C word, and oh my God, never seen a man so angry in his life. I was like, he was so surprised that he said it. And then all of a sudden, like 2 years later, it was a part of the culture. That's what I mean when I say Australians have like I try to define an Australian culture. Like my dad hated that word, but now like Aussies say it left, right, and center. So it's just very
yeah, it's like the word. Now they say what they're saying.
Yeah, I drop it all the time. Like all the time. I have to stop myself with the American friends I have on here. I go to fight to them like I can't.
That's fair.
And then I've got to like, oi, that's right. You got to call each other that. I mean, what's up, mate? And then I feel like I'm dead back.
Oh, hold on a second. I'll be right back. I got something for you.
Well, you can call us cunts as much as you want. Yeah, we're with it. Here's one of the original community builders. One of the original crack party community builders.
Yo,
what's up, crackiest Crackson?
So you're an Aussie cunt, eh?
Yeah, big time cunt.
Oh shit. No man, we lived in New Zealand for a while.
Oh, where is it? Where's the fucking?
I was gonna come in and say you're a fat cunt.
Yeah, but
that's another good term we use.
Is all in the.
I love that shit. Somebody said, man, you're a fat, ugly cunt. And I was like, hey, what? And he's like, that means that you're like not fat and you're pretty. And I was just like, what the fuck?
You're fat and you're
like,
pretty.
Okay. All right. But also the American slang didn't really make sense, right? I was in a studio session with a dude that And I was recording him. I was engineering one of his songs, and he finished his verse, and I was like, "Yo, that was sick." And he looked at me. He's like, "Oh, my bad, bro. Do you want me to do that again?" And I was like, "No, sick is good. Sick is good."
Yeah, see, that's another thing that we say sick all the time. Like, that's sick.
No, but we say that in America, but the Aussie or the Kiwis don't. And he was like, "Oh, it was sick. Like,
Not
do you
the
want me to
Kiwis are weird,
re-record
bro.
it?" Oh yeah, that's what they say about you, though.
Yeah, but the thing I'd say about that is we don't have as many sheep as them, so
Yeah, that's
I don't know
true,
why it's
but they don't
sheep
have any
over there.
poisonous snakes.
You're gonna have to talk to them about that. You're gonna have to ask them the question.
The
Ask them why
government's
there's so many
fucked.
sheep in New Zealand.
The government's weird there, bro.
Yeah, straight up, it is a bit weird. But then again,
It's a
our
lot
government's
less
pretty
weird than
weird
our
here now
shit in the
too.
U.S. It's a lot less weird than our shit, man.
Our government shut down right now for some.
I don't even know what that
reason.
means. It's really not. Like, our park is cleaner than it's ever been. My family's happier, more moisturized and thriving than ever. No,
More
dude,
More
literally.
moisture.
More moisturized.
Yeah, bro, we're feeling good. I
That's
don't know what the
cool.
fuck they're talking about, bro. I feel like Pepe
He got
in the
that baby,
sunlight.
a baby. He got that Johnson & Johnson, the baby. Well, he's
Yeah, bro. On this
clean.
guy.
Love it.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
The flow reveals itself. Those beautiful locks.
What's popping? But yeah,
You remind
man.
me of Sullivan King because of your hair.
What's cracking?
That's funny. Oh yeah, it was cracking. Oh shit, dude, this name is so good. Oh,
Thanks,
what the
dog.
hell?
I know, dude. Your
No,
wife
this art's
literally helped
super.
me with the
Yo,
name,
Boomer,
dude.
this
So
art is
funny.
super sick, man. I'm checking out your stuff right now.
Thank you.
Yo, I actually have one of my tracks that I'm working on pulled up right now, and I was wondering if you guys want to hear how it sounds so far.
Go nuts. And then after you do that, Sparky, I'm probably gonna go get a feed, bro. So I'll listen to that, and then I'm out.
All right, for sure.
Get some food. Cool, man.
Time for my
Can you
one
hear
meal a day. Turn it up, bro.
Make it real trippy. There we go.
Whoa.
Get some trippy visuals.
That's where I'm at so far.
Good, man. Doing well.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
If you ever need some art for it and don't want to hit up Andrew, come hit me up. I'll sell you.
Yeah, so I actually rendered a few concept ideas for the EP that I'm putting together, and it's what did I call it? It was Vis Titanum, which is Titan power in Latin. And I sent those 2 rendered pieces to him, and I was wanting him to kind of like make something similar, but in his style.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, honestly, if you sent those to Booter, if he was to make like a collage work or something with the AI images that you sent me generated, he'd probably make something really stick with it. I just haven't been doing any. I could do some live drawing here. I could live stream myself making.
I was thinking like if I can render like maybe 2 or 3 more images and then get you to make something from those the concepts I sent you, and then we can send all of that to Booter, and then we can have a whole collage thing. I think that'd be some pretty kick-ass
do that.
collaboration right there.
Yeah, just send them to me, and I'll make a background if you want. You can see I can do like a bunch of. I can do glitch art backgrounds, whatever type you want. I can figure it out. I can paint it up. So
let's see. Do I?
Whatever you want. Look at that cat.
Let's see.
Well, Andrew, I'm gonna go get a feed, brother.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I'll send
hey, man, pleasure having you.
Thank you for the chat, man. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I hope it did well for you. Good.
That's just one of the
really good.
Me back.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Awesome. Hey, you're welcome anytime you want. Anytime you see that I'm live, there's a link, and you can join as a speaker anytime you want, and just become part of the conversation, part of the vibe. Sometimes I'm just playing video games, just looking for people to have good conversation with, where it's kind of trying to defeat the brain rot, where people like need something visually like to like jab them in the dopamine, and so I'll be like literally right now, so usually I'll do shit like this where I just alt tab and then I'm just fucking boom. Now we're having now we're playing a video game, so like the people with those short attention spans and stuff, they can be like watching me try to kill a boss while we're over here. And I'll literally be, I mean, right now I'm between jobs, I'm probably gonna pick up something part-time so I can maximize streaming, because this really is going to be a career for me. I'm going all in. But yeah, you can just join as a speaker anytime. Sometimes we'll thank you, bro. Yeah, and like you can join up if there's something that you're interested in. If there's like something crazy on the news, something that's got you like agitated in the day that you want to talk about, like, and you see that I'm live, pop in, bro. Like literally one of my homies popped in yesterday and gave, like, I was just playing video games while he gave an hour rant about the Christian genocide happening in South Sudan that nobody's talking about.
Oh shit!
I came in and out of that part, and
he came in right in the middle of that part.
I was so confused. I was like, bro, he's passionate, bro. I like that. The Aussies say as. Yeah, I brought that to the US and everyone looked at me like, as what? I'll be like, oh, that's funny as. Like, that's stupid as. And they're like, stupid as.
Yeah.
What?
I commented on someone's image the other day and I was like, that's dope as. And they were like, as what? And I was like, as.
Well,
yeah, fucking Americans, bro. No, seriously, I brought that back. I brought it back here, and they're just looking at me so confused, and I'm like, okay, I love that. I also say car park just to see some people's like fucking faces. Yeah, man. I don't know. I miss New Zealand. Fuck this place.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys.
You have a safe one, man.
I do appreciate you.
Enjoy your day.
Be safe there with all those damn prisoners.
Hey.
Do more like this as well, man. Like, keep doing your live streams and stuff, but I reckon you should try to put yourself out there a bit more and try to find some guests and shit, because I think you'll realize that people enjoy it. People enjoy to have kind of like a structure and a name to it too.
100%.
Like still keep doing your live streaming and you're like just chilling out. That shit's cool too. But I reckon you should do a few more like actual proper episodes and stuff. I think you'll find a lot of success.
That's the idea, yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you, Booter. Yeah, I mean, this is the first one, and the idea is to start getting like a schedule down where it's like, okay, every every Saturday it's going to be a podcast. You know, every Thursday it's going to be like playing some obscure indie video game or something. You know, every this day we're, you know, talking politics, where we'll have like someone on the right and someone on the left that are well spoken and have respect for each other, which is so hard to find these days. But I'll find them. You know, I'll find someone on the right and the left that has, and you can DJ in the back.
Yeah, I have an XDJ XZ that I just remembered how to basically get the OBS working properly on one of my computers, and I can just fucking plop that in, and then we can really have some interesting shit going.
Cool. But yeah, it means a lot, Booter. Yeah, that's the goal, man. So thanks for the proof of concept. This is proof of concept that people like this and that this is good. So
no, it was good. It was an enjoyable discussion. I appreciate it. It was nice to meet you as well, Sparky. You're a cool dude. And
nice to meet you, my guy.
You stay away from the country, brother. Stay over there, right?
Yeah, man. Big love, bro.
No, let's swap. Actually, you come here. I'll fuck off into your spot.
Honestly, you can have it. Yeah, bro. I was thinking about the Gold Coast next, so I'll tap in with you though.
I'm on the Gold Coast.
I followed you next. Oh shit. Okay, I have a lot of friends that moved from New Zealand to the Gold Coast like a couple of months after we moved there.
Yeah.
So
I'm on the Gold Coast right this minute, bro.
Oh, that's so sick.
All right.
Yeah. Well, don't get eaten by a fucking Komodo dragon. Peace.
Peace. Much love.
That was kick ass. Cool. That was a really kick ass little discussion.